In 2077, the simulation game Apocalypse became a reality. The world order collapsed, turning the world into hell. In that chaos, humanity awakened extraordinary powers. The most popular guy in Zhang City, Yasha, protected Qin Yin very well. Yasha stood beside her, looking at her with affectionate eyes. Yin smiled and said, "Don't worry, Yin. He spent a lot of money to hire 10 top experts to help her level up. He'd make sure she gets the best of everything." Qin Yin blushed shyly and leaned on Ye Xiao. Ye Xiao didn't hesitate to spend his family's entire fortune just to buy a divine artifact for Qin Yin. If there was any opportunity or equipment, he'd get it to Qin Yin as fast as possible. Thanks to Ye Xiao, Qin Yin finally became a god-level powerhouse in Dragon Country. Today is the day Ye Xiao and Qin Yin get married. At the ceremony, Yin wore a white wedding dress arm in arm with Ye Xiao holding a bouquet. She's so beautiful, it's envy-inducing, really jealous. They're such a perfect match. A girl in the audience looked up admiringly and said, "Ye Xiao is such a rich and devoted guy. If I could meet someone like that, it'd be amazing." The man next to her mocked, "You?" Ye Xiao is hugging Yan and confessing to her. "Stop dreaming." On the stage, Ye Xiao hugged Yan and confessed, "Yan, will you marry me?" he said. Yan gently hugged him back and said, "I do." She smiled strangely and continued, "I said I do." She reached out and grabbed Ye Xiao's still-beating heart, making him cry out, "Ah, ouch, ouch." Ye Xiao's heart was ripped out of his chest. Ye Xiao, pale and shocked, asked, "Yin, why did you do that?" Yin walked over to another man holding Ye Xiao's heart and laughed. "Ye Xiao, did you think you could buy my heart with money? Did you think giving me equipment would force me to be with you?" Right now, Ye Xiao lay on the ground clutching his empty chest. "You were wrong. I'll take your gifts, but that doesn't mean I accept your feelings." Yin licked the fresh heart in her hand and continued, "I'm not that cheap. All my achievements today are from my own hard work." Yan hugged the man beside her again. "In this world, only Chu Hong truly understands my pain. And now I'll give him your heart this way. When I'm with him, I can hear your heartbeat every day." "Isn't that touching?" Ye Xiao angrily said. You. Chu Hong stepped forward, stomped on Ye Xiao and shouted, "What about you? Go to hell, you worthless piece of trash." He laughed triumphantly. "Now everything you have is mine. Ha 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 ha." In his mind, Ye Xiao felt like he was drowning. "Why, Qin Yin, I gave up everything for you, was completely devoted, and you betrayed me." Ye Xiao's eyes were blank, his heart turned to ash. "Is this how I'm supposed to die?" Wait, I don't have a heart anymore. But suddenly Ye Xiao realized, gritting his teeth in anger, "No, I can't just die like this." From his body, a powerful blue energy burst out. Swirling lights twisted together, undulating and releasing into the air. Ye Xiao shouted, his cry full of pain and determination, "I won't accept this. I want revenge. I must get revenge. I'll make those scumbags pay." Then he suddenly woke up. Beside him, a familiar voice said, "Ye Xiao, are you deaf? Did you hear what I said?" "Ye Xiao, do you think I'm short on your money? Let me tell you, accepting your money is me giving you some dignity. Do you get it? Just try letting go. Don't come looking for me anymore." Ye Xiao looked over his body, then at the card in his hand, thinking, "Did I time travel? No, this moment feels familiar. I remember this is a week before the game Apocalypse launches. This card has 200,000. It's Qin Yian's living expenses for this month." Ye Xiao was shocked to realize he had really been reborn. Right now, Yan was still rambling. "Do you know how much it hurts me to take your money? My classmates call me a rich kid, but they have no idea I'm doing this for your own good." Seeing Ye Xiao zoned out, she raised her voice. "What, regretting it already?" Ye Xiao couldn't take it anymore. He shoved Yan's hand away and said, "For my own good. Get lost, you jerk." Yan was stunned. "What?" Ye Xiao turned away and continued, "If it's really that hard for you, then I won't give you money anymore." Yan stomped her foot in anger. "You—" Yan calmed down and said, "Playing this game again? Fine, since you came all this way, I'll reluctantly take your card this time." Ye Xiao frowned and yelled coldly, "Get out of here right now!" Yan angrily retorted, "Ye Xiao, how dare you talk to me like that? You'll definitely regret this." Suddenly, Ye Xiao turned back, took off the shoes Yan was wearing. "I just remembered these shoes I bought for you. Take them off right now." Yan got furious and shouted, "Ye Xiao, don't think a little cash makes you cocky. Do you think that'll make me submit to you? You shall remember what you've done. Even if you beg on your knees later, I won't pay attention to you anymore." Ignoring Yan's yelling, Ye Xiao threw the shoes straight into the trash. "Thank heavens for that." I hope you never show up in front of me again. Yasha thought about his next plan. I have more important things to do, no time for you. Based on the current time, the Apocalypse closed beta will start in a week. A mechanical message appeared. Please wait for the check. In the first 10 minutes of the closed beta, the payment system will be briefly activated. As he thought, Ye Xiao pulled out his phone to make a call. What I need to do is gather enough funds before the closed beta officially starts. On the other end, a successful woman answered, Oh, if it isn't the great romantic, why suddenly remember to call me? Ye Xiao heard the voice and continued. Hello, Yelin, haven't you always wanted my shares? 2 billion paid in full. Do you want to buy? Yelin asked in surprise. What? Did I hear that right? You're selling your shares? Ye Xiao confirmed 2 billion, not a penny less. Within 5 days, all procedures will be done and the money will be in my account. With your skills. Miss Yi, you won't have any issues, right? Yelin laughed smugly. No problem, 2 billion it is. Ye Xiao Yu finally came to your senses and handed over the Yi Corporation to me. Ha ha! Then Ye Xiao urged, Yelin, transfer the money, no more talk. Once it's ready, call me as soon as possible. The next step is to wait for the Apocalypse closed beta. Hanging up, Ye Xiao smiled smugly. In this life, I'll rise to the throne alone. A week later, Ye Xiao logged into the game. Notification appeared, Welcome to the Apocalypse game. The current version is in closed beta. Congratulations to the players who qualified for the closed beta. This test will last 3 days and the open beta will launch after 3 more days. Ye Xiao swiped his hand and appeared in the forest. The familiar scent. This is the starting point of the Apocalypse game. Ye Xiao opened his status panel to check. My nickname is still Night Xiao. As for the class, he reached out and selected a class. In a past life, a guild was wiped out by a god-level beast tamer who took down everything with just one abyssal giant dragon. Beast tamer in this life, I don't lack resources, so I'll choose beast tamer. As he received the class, a green light emanated from Ye Xiao. Ye Xiao smiled contentedly with his choice. Ye Xiao continued to the next important option. This is the most crucial moment payment. Notification displayed, Ye Xiao has successfully paid. Congratulations on successful payment, you've received 2 billion gold coins. After the payment succeeded, Ye Xiao laughed joyfully. Ha ha, awesome, 2 billion is here. In less than 3 days, the value of these gold coins will multiply by 10. System notification continued. Congratulations, as the first player to pay over 100 million, the system unlocks the unique hidden class reward. The hidden class has been determined and automatically assigned to you. Ye Xiao glanced at the notification and realized, oh, a pair of glowing red eyes appeared. System notification again. Congratulations, you've obtained the second-class God of Wealth. The God of Wealth class appeared with piles of coins. Ye Xiao looked at his hands in surprise, thinking, what is this? Is it because I paid so much that I got this hidden class? The hidden class is called God of Wealth. The system notifications kept popping up. A red toad with a long pipe and coins appeared. It spoke unexpectedly, the one who unlocked me is actually a kid. Ye Xiao was stunned and wondered, where did this toad come from? The toad shouted loudly, rude, then took a puff from the pipe and introduced itself. I am the great Ebimong, your wealth mentor. You are the 709th God of Wealth I've trained. Now in the forest of the game, Ye Xiao crossed his arms, looking down at Ebimong disdainfully. A toad and you're a wealth mentor. Do you think you're selling financial products? Ebimong ignored the mockery, snapped its fingers, and said, you brat, I'll show you what real wealth is. A series of notifications appeared. Innate talent. Endless resources level 1. The basic ability of the God of Wealth is to create wealth. The gold you carry increases by 1% each day. Innate talent. Extreme. Stinginess level 1. As a God of Wealth, you refuse all losses. After you die, your gold and items won't drop. Innate talent. Universal. Good fortune level 1. They say money is what sustains life. The more wealth you have, the luckier you are. Luck points, plus 56. Innate talent. Unmatched charm. Level 1. No matter how ugly you are, spend generously, and you'll become super handsome and attractive. Super attractive. Charm points plus 50. Innate talent. God of Wealth. Strength, Level 1. The god of wealth is also a god, so you have godly strength. Spend 1 million gold to randomly add 1 attribute point. Limit 100 times per day. Yasha exclaimed in amazement. Whoa, that's insane! Yasha calmed down, turned to Ebimong and continued. No wonder it's a hidden class with so many talent skills. But it seems like there are no attack attributes. Ebimong crossed its arms and replied, You really don't get it. Any talent of the god of wealth class brings wealth. Yasha leaned on his hand and realized, Oh, endless resources means the gold I carry increases by 1% every day. So with my current 2.2 billion, I can earn an extra 22 million gold per day. Notification beside Yasha innate talent. Endless resources level 1. The basic ability of the god of wealth is to create wealth. The gold you carry increases by 1% each day. Yasha muttered, If that's the case combined with the god of wealth strength, I can get 22 attribute points per day. What kind of concept is that? Notification appeared. Innate talent, god of wealth, strength, level 1. The god of wealth is also a god, so you have godly strength. Spend 1 million gold to randomly add 1 attribute point. Limit 100 times per day. Yasha excitedly picked up Ebimong and said, Wow, this god of wealth is super generous. In my past life, I spent all my fortune on Qin Yan. In this life, I've become the god of wealth, so I'll show the world the power of money. Ebimong struggled and cursed, You brat, put me down right now. Notification continued. Are you ready to go to the newbie village? Yasha chose. Yes. Entering the newbie village with this golden hand, why wait? Let's speed up development. Now entering newbie village number 9, 527 Harmony Plains. Yasha and Ebimong teleported there. Ebimong face planted and yelled, Ouch! Yasha said. Seems like the server just launched, so no one's here yet. This is a great chance for fast development. Yasha opened his status panel to check. Beast Tamer starts off way harder than other classes, like 10 times harder. Because you can't tame strong beasts in the early stages. If I want to develop quickly, there's really only one way. Status panel showed player Yasha, unique class god of wealth beast tamer. Level 1, 0.00%. Basic stats, health, 100 magic, 100 hunger, 100. Basic attributes. Strength, 10. Constitution, 10. Spirit, 10. Agility, 10. Special attributes, luck 50, willpower 50. Talents, endless resources, level 1. Universal, good fortune level 1. Unmatched, charm level 1. God of wealth, strength level 1. Equipment none, skills none. Gold location 9527 Newbie Village, Harmony Plains. Items none, gold. Location 9527 Newbie Village, Harmony Plains. Service time 10:15. Ebimong jumped on Yasha's shoulder, sat cross-legged and said, Who knows what you're thinking choosing Beast Tamer? Not even a starting weapon. Yasha retorted, What do you know? Beast Tamer has unlimited potential. It's the most promising class ever. Yasha saw a group of monsters approaching. Oh, those aggressive goblins are coming. Human meat smells like human meat. Status panel showed level 5 Goblin Warrior Elite. Seeing the names and levels of the approaching monsters, Yasha exclaimed, Whoa, level 5 elite warriors? Is my luck that bad? With my current strength, fight or run. No thinking needed. Ebimong ran first. Yasha noticed and cursed, You toad running that fast? Ebimong ran and replied, Do I need to think? You're just wearing pants. No weapon at all. Facing a level 5 elite and wanting to fight. What a joke. Run now, what are you waiting for? The goblins advanced, shouting, Food, don't try to escape. Yasha ran desperately, yelling, Help someone save me. After running for a while, Yasha and Ebimong reached the main city. Yasha panted and said, Good thing we made it to the main city. Just starting and my life was almost over. Ebimong added, I've never been so humiliated. Players in the city saw them and whispered, Wait, someone actually chose Beast Tamer. Yeah, unbelievable. And a Beast Tamer with a toad. His beast is a toad. Ebimong angrily cursed, You're the toad, your whole family is toads. The players kept laughing, Ha ha, this Beast Tamer is hilarious. Yeah, taming a toad. Ha ha ha. Yasha didn't care and walked away. Ebimong on Yasha's shoulder spoke up. There are people in the city selling beast eggs. Hurry up. Go buy one, you brat. But Ye Xiao didn't want to. I don't want ordinary beasts. Ebby Mong asked curiously, then what do you want? Ye Xiao kept walking and said, follow me. I know a hidden dungeon there with a god-level beast egg in the dragon cave. I'm heading to the Supreme Hall. Ebby Mong was shocked when Ye Xiao arrived. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You're only level 1. What are you doing here? You need to be level 100 to hire escorts here. Ye Xiao calmly replied, stop nagging. I have my own plan. Let's go. Suddenly a voice stopped him. Wait. A wizard with a staff blocked Ye Xiao. Young man, this isn't a place for you. Go back and train. Only with a letter of recommendation from the city lord will the doors of the Supreme Hall open for you. Notification showed Great Mage Instructor level 80. Ye Xiao looked up and sighed. No wonder it's the Supreme Hall. Even the gatekeeper is a great mage. Ye Xiao respectfully replied, Respected Great Mage, I don't have a letter of recommendation. The mage responded, then turned back. The Supreme Hall is the Empire's glory, not for a kid like you. Ye Xiao responded, Though I don't have a letter, respected Great Mage, it seems you dropped something a few days ago, so I brought it especially for you. The mage stroked his long beard coldly. What thing? I advise you not to play tricks. Ye Xiao pointed to the ground. Great Mage, look what is this? The mage recognized it and exclaimed, Oh, gold. Ye Xiao continued pointing. Great Mage over here and turn around, there's more. Ye Xiao smiled slyly. Do you like it, Great Mage? The mage holding the gold coins said excitedly, this. This. The mage immediately changed attitude and welcomed Ye Xiao. Prepare a private room for the war god on the top floor. We have a VIP supreme guest, please come upstairs. Ye Xiao, a bit uncomfortable with the sudden change, said, Ahem, Great Master, I preferred your tough attitude just now. Can you go back to that? The mage, hearing that, immediately returned to his original demeanor. Ahem, young man, go upstairs quickly. Ye Xiao smiled satisfactorily. Yeah, that's more like it. Ha 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 ha, money really works. Inside was a large hall with 2 golems nearby. Status panel info, Supreme Hall Glory Golem Knight. Level 100 daily gold. Supreme Hall Glory Golem Knight level 80 daily gold. Ebby Mong looked at the 2 golems and marveled. The Supreme Hall is no joke. With level 100 guards, you can dominate the newbie village, you brat. Ye Xiao replied, That's nothing. It's not even on my radar. A tall, armored warrior with 2 large horns spoke, Who allowed you in? Who allowed you in? It's the Blood Berserker. Ye Xiao looked at the massive figure and stated his request. I need to hire a god-level golem guard. The warrior responded, God level. The warrior responded, God-level golems are priceless. How can we rent them to outsiders? Besides, with your qualifications, a level 80 guard is more than enough. The cost of hiring a god-level one isn't something you can afford. Before the warrior could finish, Ye Xiao raised his hand. One number 100 million per day. The warrior paused at the number. After recovering, he stroked his chin. 100 million in principle. It's impossible, but rules are made by people. I happen to know a god-level wizard. I can ask for you. Ebby Mong stood up in surprise. That wizard isn't a hidden class, is he? Ye Xiao continued. A god-level wizard is perfect. He can protect, defend, and attack all in one. Hiring him from the start is a great choice. I'll take him. The warrior agreed. I can call him any time, but first confirm when the 100 million gold will be paid. Ye Xiao replied. To put the warrior at ease, we can sign the payment contract now. The warrior happily brought out the contract. Then no problem. After signing, I'll summon him right away. Ye Xiao stamped it. The sooner the better. I'm in a hurry. Suddenly a wizard appeared behind and asked, Which brat signed a contract with me? The warrior exclaimed in surprise, No way that fast! The wizard approached Ye Xiao and introduced herself. Well, look at this handsome boy. I'm the god-level wizard Dorothy. Per the contract, for the next 24 hours, I'll follow your orders. Notification showed nickname Dorothy Other Level. Ye Xiao was shocked. The level is so high I can't see the info. Dorothy lifted Ye Xiao's chin and said, Go on, tell me what you want, and I'll make you happy. Ye Xiao stood straight, saluted Dorothy. Hello, senior. I hired you mainly to challenge a very difficult dungeon. Dorothy smiled and continued. In the newbie village, what dungeon is hard? Killing the Goblin King or his family. I can handle that with a wave. Yasha turned his back to lead the way for Dorothy. It's urgent, so I'll trouble you, Senior. Dorothy smiled at the fun Yasha brought. Interesting, so lead the way. In the hunting ground, Dorothy chanted spells, creating energy balls that shot at the goblins who chased Yasha earlier. The goblins screamed and died in droves. Yasha exclaimed in amazement, "Whoa, that damage is like calling for takeout. Kill them, wipe out all those goblins for me. They almost got me earlier." Nearby players saw and whispered in shock. Am I seeing things? That guy has a wizard with him and the damage is insane. Doesn't look like any wizard and no level shown. Maybe it's a hired NPC. And that wizard is gorgeous. Notification showed many new messages. Congratulations, your level has successfully risen to level 10. You've received 10 attribute points. Please distribute them. Congratulations, you're the first player in newbie village number 9527 to break level 10. Congratulations, you're the first player in newbie village number 9527 to break level 10. You'll receive 50 attribute points and the title 1,000 Miles in a Day. Ebimong beside him crossed his arms and frowned. You brat, how did you reach level 10 so fast? Congratulations. You're the first player in the world to break level 10. Other players are still under level 5. World notification for all players. World announcement player. Yasha successfully broke through to level 10, unlocking the level leaderboard. Who's this Yasha? Seems like it's him. That's totally overpowered. I gotta go suck up to him. Maybe it's not too late. Is this guy a game master? Probably in the game to test it. Yasha smiled and ignored the chatter. Go ahead and speculate. Of course you don't know that in a few days this apocalypse game will become reality. Then you'll realize, I'm the real god. Back in the hunting ground, Yasha with Ebimong on his shoulder, and Dorothy stood before the mountains ahead. Yashio said, almost there. The attribute points from leveling up plus the 100 million spent today give 100 attribute points from God of Wealth Strength. It's about to be mine so we can achieve our real goal. Is this the hidden dungeon you mentioned? Is this the hidden dungeon you mentioned? Yasha replied. Yes, the giant dragon cave. I'll go there. Notification showed the leaderboard, world level leaderboard number 1 night cold level 10 Hua country. Number 2 none. Number 3 none. Note, level 10 is the minimum to be listed. In the hunting ground with goblins, a man in a white cloak and hood was slaying monsters. He paused, looked at his hand and wondered. I've been hunting elite monsters since I started, and I'm only level 3. Yet someone's already at level 10. Is there a glitch in the game? Is there a glitch in the game, silver-clad Nightwalker level 3? Plus, I've never heard of this Yasha. His eyes sparkled with curiosity and excitement. Looks like there's another strong opponent. This is getting interesting. In newbie village number 9, 527, deep in Harmony Valley, coordinates 1102-254 on the trail. After a while, they arrived at a desolate, dead landscape. Yasha and Dorothy stood before a large stone platform covered in glowing green magical symbols. Yasha placed his hand on the cold stone and it shattered. Notification appeared. Ding, you've entered the hidden area after the giant dragon cave. Ding, this area is extremely dangerous. Please leave immediately. A grand entrance with a dragon statue above appeared, shocking Dorothy. Oh, no way, such a fierce aura here. Is that a giant dragon's aura? Is that a giant dragon's aura? It's really a hidden dungeon. Kid, how did you find this? The two entered the stone gate. Dorothy, uncertainty, said, If it's a giant dragon, I don't have full confidence. Kill the giant dragon first, then talk. Yi Shao shared a story. Back then, a level 100 berserker accidentally triggered a hidden quest, discovered the dragon cave, and found the real dungeon entrance in the newbie village. But no one believed him at the time. Everyone thought such a high-level dungeon couldn't exist. Everyone thought such a high-level dungeon couldn't exist in a newbie village, so he had to enter the dungeon alone. Yashao explained to Ebimong, I paid a high price to get his combat footage while he was alive, and I discovered there's an extremely rare dragon egg in this dungeon. Don't tell me you want to steal that dragon egg! Dorothy also asked Yashao in shock. Stealing a dragon egg is harder than killing the dragon itself. Kid, are you trying to mess with me? Yashao assured Dorothy. Sis Tao, you're a god-level wizard. No need to be modest. Look, it's just a giant dragon. Look, it's just a giant dragon. Before Yashao and Dorothy, a massive red giant dragon forged like red-hot steel slept on its pile of gold, Holy Treasure Giant Dragon Radiant Phase 5. Dorothy was shocked seeing the giant dragon. It's a Phase 5 giant dragon. Good thing I brought a teleport scroll. I'll wait for you outside. Ye Xiao asked Dorothy, Sis Tao, how confident are you? Dorothy, hands on hips, told Ye Xiao a Phase 3 dragon can wipe out a whole guild. This Holy Judgment Dragon is the top existence in the dragon race. We don't even have a 1 in a million chance to win. Looks like this egg is even better than I thought. I have to get it no matter what. She waved her hand, not wanting to continue, not even a bit confident. She waved her hand, not wanting to continue, not even a bit confident. Dorothy turned and continued, Money won't help. It's not that I don't want the money, but it's really unbeatable. Ye Xiao quickly explained, This isn't about killing it, just stalling for time. Dorothy still refused. Can't even stall. No one can hold off a Phase 5 giant dragon. Ye Xiao held up 3 fingers, triple the price. Dorothy paused, then regained her composure. All right, damn it, even if I risk this old life, I'll hold it off. I'll gamble for you. 3 minutes, that's the maximum I can buy you. Ye Xiao's system showed, Ding, you've received a blessing from the god of life and your life attributes are doubled. Ding, you've received a blessing from the god of agility and your agility attributes are doubled. Ding, you've received a blessing from the god of strength and your strength attributes are doubled. Ye Xiao was surprised. Sis Dorothy's skills are top-notch. Dorothy shouted, Skills activated! How else could I roam the world? Effects last 3 minutes. The rest is up to you. Ye Xiao marveled. Whoa, no wonder you're a god-level wizard. That's terrifying, Dorothy yelled as she charged at the roaring giant dragon. You beast, normally I'd fear you a bit, but in these 3 minutes even a dragon kneels before me. Ice Bolt skill. As the giant dragon was hit with ice, Ye Xiao sneaked toward the egg. Ye Xiao nervously hoped the giant dragon wouldn't notice. Please don't let it spot me, or my life is over in a flash. Dorothy announced the remaining time while dodging the dragon's fire breath. 1 minute left. I'm about to give out. Ye Xiao struggled to carry the egg and asked Ebby Mong for help. This dragon egg is heavy. Toad, help me hold it. Ebby Mong stood beside, just looking, wanting to refuse. I've never done something as lowly as stealing chickens or dogs before. Suddenly, a helmet flew over, startling Ebby Mong. Who is it? A massive shadow approached Ye Xiao, making him look up in fear. It was the giant dragon returning. The giant dragon roared, seeing its egg stolen. Ye Xiao had to carry the egg. While running, he loudly scolded Ebby Mong, You worthless toad, always messing things up. Ebby Mong ran along and cursed back at Ye Xiao. You brat, how dare you talk to me like that? Ye Xiao replied, Run now, why talk so much? Ye Xiao ran to Dorothy and cried for help. Sis Tao, save me! Dorothy cast spells to block the giant dragon. Ice wall again. The giant dragon broke through the ice and kept coming. Dorothy panicked, can't hold it at all. The giant dragon started its Dragon King breath skill. Dorothy realized and warned, Run, it's Dragon King breath, go now. With that, Dorothy also bolted with flames churning behind her. Ye Xiao asked in confusion, Sis, why are you running too? Dorothy shot back at Ye Xiao. Stop nagging, do you think I'm invincible? I said 3 minutes, and that's exactly 3 minutes. We ran almost to the exit as the flames arrived, but we made it out the gate. All 3 and the egg safely exited. Ouch, Ye Xiao was thrown out, about to stand up, said, It was scary, but we pulled off the theft. Dorothy stood up and scolded Ye Xiao, You brat, if this dragon egg only hatches a Phase 5 dragon, it won't be worth me risking my life. Dorothy continued about the money. Oh, right, remember to pay the full higher fee. Ye Xiao assured Dorothy. Don't worry, I won't short you. Notification showed Dorothy's affection for you has increased current favor 60. Ye Xiao looked at the egg with anticipation. Next is the moment to form the beast contract. Ebby Mong teased from the side, Hope this egg doesn't hatch something useless or your 300 million will be wasted. Ye Xiao retorted, You worthless toad, shut your salty mouth. Ye Xiao reached out to the egg and it started to crack. Success or failure is now don't let me down. Seeing the color on the baby dragon, the egg cracked open, revealing a baby green dragon. Oh, Ye Xiao exclaimed, Oh! Seeing the color on the baby dragon, Dorothy wondered, This doesn't seem to be the radiant giant dragon's offspring. Ye Xiao also felt something off. The color looks a bit wrong. Did the radiant giant dragon get cuckolded? System showed the baby, green dragon's info, no nickname type, sky giant dragon, mythical level, level 1, 100% basic attributes. Strength 500, Constitution 500, Agility 500, Spirit 500. Talents: Absolute Suppression. Sky, Giant Dragon. A mythical beast, it has innate suppression on lower creatures. Plus 30% damage to sub-mythical creatures and 30% damage received. Dragon King Sky Giant. Dragon has innate suppression on dragon creatures, plus 50% damage to dragons and 50% damage received from dragons. A mythical bloodline. Sky Giant Dragon has extremely tough physique upon leveling up all attributes. Increase recovers 200 health per second, recovers 200 magic per second, plus 100% health points, plus 100% magic points. Skills: Devouring Dragon. Might a Crowd Suppression Skill. Sky Giant. Dragon's roar shakes the world. All creatures within 20 meters, regardless of level or type, are forced to stun for 1.5 seconds. Cooldown: 30 seconds, costs 2,000 magic points. Dragon King Breath. Single target skill. Sky Giant. Dragon breathes fire that burns everything. Deals 500% base damage to the locked target. Unavoidable cooldown. 5 seconds, costs 1,000 magic points. Dragon King's Fury. Unique talent. When Sky Giant, Dragon enters extreme anger, it will destroy everything. Deals percentage damage of strength plus constitution to all creatures within 50 meters. Cooldown, 30 days after activation. All attributes permanently decrease by 5%, and Sky Giant Dragon falls into deep sleep for 5 days. Yasha exclaimed upon seeing the baby dragon's info, "Oh my god, these attributes are totally overpowered." Yasha happily said, "Already 500 strength at level 1. When I equip it, one breath will deal over 500 damage. Who can handle that?" Ibimong next to him sighed. "You brat, you've really hit the jackpot this time." Yasha continued praising the baby dragon. "This little dragon's attributes are incredibly amazing, and it has huge potential. If it fully grows, its destructive power is unimaginable." Yasha stroked the baby dragon's head. "I didn't expect you to be this strong. You look like a little gray, so I'll call you Little Gray." The baby dragon chirped in response. Then Ibimong held a badge, satisfied. "With this little one, no one will think I'm your beast anymore." Yasha, playing with the baby dragon, noticed what Ibimong held and asked, "Hey, Toad, what's that in your hand?" Ibimong angrily shouted, "You brat, my name is Ibimong if you call me Toad again." Ignoring Ibimong, Yasha looked at the badge. "Looks like some kind of badge," he said, then snatched the badge. "Ibimong, you Toad, where did you get this badge from?" Ibimong angrily shouted, "Give it back to me, you little brat. I just got this from the giant dragon's cave." Dorothy said in surprise, "Is this the Heavenly Annihilation level badge of brutality?" The badge is info: Badge of Brutality, Heavenly Annihilation grade, basic attributes, plus 10% to all attributes, plus 10 strength. Brutality's unique passive holders of the Badge of Brutality gain supreme power. All your skills can trigger critical hits with base critical hit rate increased by 20%, and critical hit damage increased by 100%. Brutality's ultimate strike activates the power of the Badge of Brutality, dealing 1,000% true spirit damage to the target instantly. The critical hit chance for this damage is doubled. If the critical hit chance exceeds 100%, the overflow chance is also doubled and counts as a critical hit. This damage has a 5% chance to cause an instant death effect. If the target's health is below 20%, the instant death effect is guaranteed to activate. Cooldown, 10 days. Dorothy exclaimed in surprise, "What heavenly destruction level!" Looking at these terrifying stats, there's no mistaking it. Deep Teal quickly pulled back and scolded the frog. "You're risking your life, but just now because of you, we almost lost ours. Consider this as compensation. I'll borrow this for now." Ibimong angrily smacked Deep Teal on the head. "Why should I let you borrow it just like that? 10,000 a day or no deal?" Deep Teal softened his tone and patted Ibimong. "Come on, old Ebby, don't be so stingy. Why talk about money between us friends?" Ibimong put his hands on his hips and shot back, "Cut the act! You call me old Ebby when you need me, but when you don't, it's just frog." Deep Teal put on the badge, looking totally satisfied. "Ha ha ha, with this badge, killing a few goblins will be as easy as chopping melons or veggies." A notification popped up. Ding, you've activated the hidden quest, the Forbidden Convict. The Forbidden Convict is as powerful as a tyrannical king who was destroyed by the abyss. You who hold the brutal badge seek the truth. Quest objective. Find the brutal fang. Ebby Mung stood on Deep Tew's shoulder, surprised. Oh, so it activated a hidden quest. Deep Tew wondered about the notification. It seems like... Oh, it's about finding the brutal fang. What the heck is that? Dorothy was surprised that Deep Tew didn't know. You don't know about the brutal fang. She explained to Deep Tew, it's a god-level dagger originally forged from the fangs of the abyss beast. It's known as one of the most explosive weapons. Looks like there's some connection between this brutal badge and the brutal fang. Sounds pretty awesome, but getting to the abyss continent is still a long way off. Another notification appeared. Ding player Deep Tew, your playtime today has reached the limit. You'll be forced to log out in 3 minutes. Deep Tew realized, oh, today's playtime is up. Looks like I have to log out first. Dorothy said, all right, I want to leave too. Open the magic circle to leave. Who knew a hidden dungeon in the newbie village would take so long to clear? All right, I'll head back to the Supreme Divine Temple first. So if you need anything, just hit me up anytime and remember to have gold ready. Deep Tew waved goodbye to Dorothy. Sure thing, sis Dow. See you later. After Dorothy left, Deep Tew checked his status screen. This game is still in closed beta and not fully integrated with the real world yet. I should check the news first or my body might suffer. Day 2 at Deep Tew's house. News about the virtual game Demon World is topping the charts in the gaming community with massive discussions. Comments are buzzing. Dang, this game is way too hard. I've only played 1 day and my liver's already hurting. I just leveled up to 2. If I die one more time, I'll lose all my stats. What's Cow Nyat's deal making the game this tough? Who can even play this? Whoa, who's Deep Tew? He reached level 10 in just 1 day. Is that for real? What garbage? How can a game have cheats like that? Another news article on the computer. On the first day of Demon World, a large number of players died multiple times in a short period. In the game, deaths in the real world happened simultaneously, even more so. After dying 2 or 3 times, if you feel unwell, log off to stay safe. However, a significant number of players in this game have suffered organ failure and been rushed to hospitals for emergency care. Deep Tew sat at his desk, reading the news on his laptop. Because so many died, multiple countries have banned playing Demon World. These noobs blaming others for being weak themselves. In a few days, the game will become reality. Then you'll be in even worse shape. His phone rang nearby. Deep Tew recognized the voice, a familiar yet strange screech from the phone. Deep Tew, I'm giving you a chance. Right now, go to North Flower Hospital and bring some food for Chu Hong. He's in the hospital. And pay the hospital bill, too. As for what happened before, I'll pretend it never did. Deep Tew frowned at the screeching voice. Dang it, I almost forgot about that nutcase. I even forgot to block her. At the hospital, Yen Yin sat by Chu Hong's bed. Chu Hong said in surprise, What? You're saying Deep Tew hasn't contacted you? If you suddenly call him, will he even come? Yen Yin smirked slyly. What do you think, he wouldn't dare not come? Chu Hong agreed. True, he's crazy about you. As soon as you say the word, he'll come running to kiss up. A doctor entered and asked, About the hospital bill for you two. Hello, the patient in room 17 can be discharged early, but you need to pay the bill now. Yen Yin asked in surprise, What discharged early? The doctor replied, We have a lot of organ failure patients here, all from playing that game called Demon World just like you. We're short on beds right now. Yen Yin angrily raised her voice. What? Short on beds? Does that mean poor people's lives don't matter? The doctor stayed calm. This is a special situation, I hope you understand. Please pay the bill today so we can free up the bed. Chu Hong sat up and reluctantly agreed. All right, have Yen Yin handle it. Yen Yin said, Fine, let's not argue. Yen Yin hesitated. This game is really no joke. He plans to keep playing after getting out. If you have money left, help pay the bill first. Yen Yin hesitated. I don't have any money. Deep Tew didn't give me this month's living expenses. Chu Hong asked in shock. What? Doesn't he give you 200,000 every month for living expenses? Yen Yin looked down. How should I know he's just got a little pocket change? Does he really think he can win me over with money? I'm already disgusted just seeing him. Chu Hong grabbed Yen Yin's hand. Yen Yin messaged Deep Tew and asked him for some money. I want to start a gaming studio for Demon World. That amount is nothing to him, but it's huge for us. Yen Yin firmly replied, don't worry, he'll be here soon. A few sweet words from me, and he'll hand over the money like a good puppy. At Deep Tio's house in his room, Deep Tio was sound asleep. But the alarm clock beside him went off. Deep Tio sat up groggy. Time already? Time to get into the game. With that, Deep Tio logged into the game. Location, Newbie Village, number 9527. Deep Tio put on his cloak and walked around the village. Ebby Mung looked grumpy, rubbing his head from being woken up early. You brat still not awake. You summoned me the great Ebby Mung, saying the early frog catches the worm. Old Ebby, we need to level up fast and get out of this Newbie Village. If you don't have game experience, don't come. Elite teams need players level 2 and up. Deep Tio is level 10. Deep Tio was surprised by the change. In just one day, the number of players has exploded like this. I'm number 1 on the leaderboard. How did that brother level up so fast? Even if you've changed your mask. Even if you've changed your mask, bro, do you have a team? Can you take me along? Can you take me along? I'll show you my fishnet stockings. Even if you've changed your mask, the characters above your head can't hide it. What an idiot. Deep Tio sighed. I have no idea what to do now. Deep Tio ran from the crowd as they chased him, yelling, don't run. Follow the pro. He must know the fast leveling spots. Yeah, let's go after him. Deep Tio shouted, run faster. The crowd followed Deep Tio's direction, saying, follow the pro. Ebby Mung ran beside him, saying, hurry, or they'll catch us. Deep Tio didn't expect this. I didn't think more and more people would chase us. The three had to stop when they saw Deep Tio run into the level 10 training area. We can't chase anymore. Ahead is the level 10 challenge area. The monsters there can wipe us out in a snap. Yeah, it's too dangerous. We can't go in. Someone wondered, is Deep Tio the pro going in alone for training? The person next to him was shocked. What? Alone? That's insane. He'd have to be super strong. Once he shook off the crowd, Deep Tio sighed in relief. Finally shook them off. They aren't dumb. This isn't a place they dare go. Deep Tio headed toward the castle. A soldier in armor with a large sword stood there. A soldier in armor with a large sword stood there. Deep Tio got excited. Oh, this is the spot. As Deep Tio approached, the soldier blocked him. Young man, this isn't a place for you. Where's your team? Deep Tio replied casually. I'm going solo. I don't need a team. The guard was surprised, but warned, what? No team, kid. I'm not kidding you. Even on normal difficulty for advancement trials, going alone is basically suicide. Deep Tio waved and said to the guard, don't worry, I've got a long life ahead. The guard looked at Deep Tio. Another young fool who doesn't know his limits. In the trial area, Deep Tio stood in the circle. A notification displayed Deep Tio's options. Please select the trial difficulty normal, hard, nightmare, hell, or abyss. Deep Tio hesitated over the choices. An abyss-level player should have no problem, right? After selecting, purple light surrounded Deep Tio. The guard outside was shocked to see Deep Tio choose the highest difficulty. The advancement trial has begun. This time it's abyss level. This time it's abyss level. What, going abyss level alone? What kind of joke is this? Deep Tio appeared in a desolate forest. Ebumong beside him asked doubtfully, you're only level 10 and you're soloing an abyss-level trial. Can you even pull it off? Deep Tio replied confidently, are you underestimating me? Back then I was equipped with bronze gear, led an elite team, but because of that deadweight Yen Yin, we almost got wiped. Deep Tio said coldly, in this life I'm here for revenge. Deep Tio summoned the little giant dragon. Little Gray, come out. Whoa. Deep Tio walked casually. With Little Gray, what do I have to fear? Little Gray is a mythical pet. Behind Deep Tio, a shadowy figure with red eyes appeared. Deep Tio noticed, something's moving, be careful. A large snow wolf charged at them. The stats showed mutated brutal snow wolf, level 10 health, 5,000 mana, 5,000 strength, 300 constitution, 500 agility, 300 spirit, 500 passives, unknown skills, unknown. Description. A creature mutated from the abyss with destructive power. Be careful. Once targeted, the Reaper's scythe will swing at you. Deep Tio blurted out in shock, oh man! Deep Tio panicked. Didn't expect the first thing to be a snow wolf. The first one is a mutated snow wolf. This is way too intense. It has 5,000 health. Even a shadow assassin would despair facing this. Deep Tio commanded the dragon, Little Gray, take it out for me. Little Gray advanced with a dragon breath attack. Little Gray hit the wolf, draining its health, then followed up with a slash. But the wolf suddenly grew larger and roared. Deep Tew said in surprise, "The snow wolf is going berserk." Little Gray used another skill, Dragon Roar. The snow wolf was hit with negative effects, stunned and terrified, howling, "Awoo." Little Gray finished it off with fire breath. System notification. Ding, congratulations on successfully killing the mutated brutal snow wolf. Ding, Little Gray leveled up after killing the wolf. Ding, your pet Little Gray has reached level 2. Ding, your pet Little Gray has reached level 3. Ding, your pet Little Gray has reached level 4. Deep Tew laughed joyfully. "Ha ha, great job." In a flash, it jumped to level 4. Little Gray's stats. Nickname, Little Gray, type commercial. Giant Dragon. Mythical level, level 5 at 60.50%. Status. Health points, mana points, base attributes, strength 700, constitution 700, agility 700, spirit 700. Giant Dragon Fangs. Dragons are the nemesis of magic, the kings of dragons. The commercial Giant Dragon silences all spells, dealing 500% spirit magic damage to the 2 nearest enemies and forcing them into a spell-sealed state for 5 seconds. Cost 1,000 mana, cooldown 30 seconds. Deep Tew saw Little Gray's post-level stats and said happily, "Each level up adds 50 points to all attributes. This mythical pet has insane growth." And it even unlocked such an epic skill. After the Snow Wolf died, it dropped items. Snow Wolf Bow, Dark Gold Bow, effects pending. Bloody Wolf Fang Gauntlets, Dark Gold, effects pending. Deep Tew asked Ebimong, "Old Eb, what gear dropped?" Ebimong replied, 2 pieces of dark gold gear. "No wonder it's a mutated boss. It drops some sweet stuff." Deep Tew laughed as he picked up the high-end items. "Ha ha ha, awesome. This life is way more fun than the last. Ha ha ha." Suddenly, a shadow appeared from behind and approached. It was a black tiger abyss. Demonized tiger, level 10. Health 8,000 mana. 8,000 strength. 400 constitution. 800 agility. 300 spirit, 500 passives. Unknown skills, unknown. Description. A bizarre creature from the abyss, with power to destroy everything. Be careful. Once targeted, the Reaper's scythe will swing at you. Deep Tew exclaimed in surprise. "Whoa, another demonized beast!" Deep Tew commanded Little Gray. "Little Gray, go for it." Abyss. Demonized tiger. Level 10. Health 8,000. Mana 8,000. Strength 400 constitution. 800 agility. 300 spirit. 500 passives. Unknown skills. Unknown. Description. A bizarre creature from the abyss, with power to destroy everything. Be careful. Once caught, the Reaper's scythe will swing at you. Deep Tew exclaimed in surprise. "Dang, another demonized beast." Deep Tew commanded Little Gray. "Little Gray, attack." Little Gray charged forward. The tiger advanced too. Half an hour later, Deep Tew sat exhausted against the wall. "Man, if I knew it was this tiring, I wouldn't have chosen it. My legs are about to give out." Ebimong beside him said, "At least we got some good gear. When we get back to town, we can sell it for a ton of gold." The items Deep Tew got: spiky tiger shield, one-hand shield, gold grade, effects pending. Black sword, one-hand sword, dark gold, effects pending. Deep Tew stood up and looked at the rock ahead. "Who said we're going back to town? There's still a boss trial up ahead. We're here to take it down." Ebimong couldn't believe it and asked, "Are you kidding? Even though you've handled all those monsters, Little Gray is only level 7 now. Can we really deal with a real boss?" Deep Tew walked toward the rock. "Of course, no problem. In the last life, the final boss in the Abyss trial was just Lord level. Now Little Gray can easily kill 2 demonized beasts. With you and me helping, taking down a Lord level boss will be a piece of cake." Deep Tew activated the teleport circle under his feet. "Add in your help and mine, and killing a Lord level boss is easy as pie." After entering, Deep Tew went down the long stairs and continued, "Old Eb, today I'll show you what a pro looks like." "Come on?" Ebimong skeptically asked. "Why does this sound less and less reliable?" A notification displayed, "Explorer, you've entered the Abyss." Deep Tew asked curiously. "So what if it's the Abyss?" The notification continued, "Warning, you've entered an extremely dangerous area. Please leave immediately. Please leave immediately." Deep Tew said firmly, "Please leave immediately. Please leave immediately. In this life, the strongest Abyss messenger at the end of days is me." Deep Tew went down the stairs to the bottom. Deep Tew went down the stairs to the bottom. I'll take over the whole abyss. In front of Deep Tiu was a massive boss-like creature, holding a staff sitting on a throne like a king. Abyss. Wanderer King. Level 10. Health, 50,000. Strength, 50,000. Constitution, 50,000. Agility, unknown. Spirit, 50,000. Talents, unknown. Skills, unknown. Anything from the abyss belongs to the abyss. Then Ebamong panicked. You brat, you said it was Lord Level. Deep Tiu was clueless. What's going on? It was clearly Lord Level in the last life. Why is it a king-level boss now? Deep Tiu looked up at the massive creature in shock. 50,000 spirit points means it's a pure magic class. No strength or agility at all. No regular attacks and extremely slow attack speed. If you get hit, you're done for. Ebamong beside him said, You brat, if you die, I'm not cleaning up your mess. Seeing Little Gray about to charge Deep Tiu held him back. A king-level boss isn't a joke. Little Gray don't use skills recklessly. Follow my commands. Deep Tiu continued instructing Little Gray. Little Gray, that big guy is slow, so switch positions as needed. Don't drag out the fight. Little Gray roared in agreement. From a distance, Deep Tiu on his shoulder praised and ordered, That's right, keep it up, Little Gray. Move in circles. Little Gray followed Deep Tiu's words and circled around, attacking from another angle. Deep Tiu laughed and encouraged, Little Gray, make sure it doesn't cast any skills. Haha, yeah, keep going. Wear that big guy down to death. Suddenly the boss shifted its attention to Deep Tiu. Deep Tiu panicked a bit. Huh? Why is the Wanderer turning toward me? Something's off. Is it looking at us? The boss moved toward Deep Tiu and he realized it seems like it's heading for us. Does it want to? The boss raised its staff and started chanting. A magic circle appeared on the staff. Ebamong yelled a warning. Deep Tiu, dodge! Deep Tiu didn't need the reminder. No need to tell me. The boss shot at Deep Tiu. Deep Tiu dodged in a panic, cursing, Dang it, trying to kill me. Another green beam nearly hit them, making Deep Tiu yell, Ah, why is this guy only targeting me? Little Gray, hurry up, save me. Multiple beams fired from the boss. Deep Tiu dodged while pleading, I'm about to drop. Deep Tiu dodged while pleading, I'm about to drop. Little Gray shot the boss in the shoulder, making it roar, Arr! Little Gray flew above and roared. The boss fell after Little Gray's hit. Deep Tiu yelled, If you don't die soon, I'm gonna run out of steam. Ebamong scolded Deep Tiu. Next time you go somewhere this dangerous, don't drag me along. A notification appeared. Ding, congratulations on completing the Abyss Advancement Trial. Ding, congratulations. Your pet Little Gray has reached level 10. Ding, ding. Congratulations, you're the first explorer to successfully complete the Abyss Trial. You'll receive a reward +5 to all attributes. At that moment, Deep Tiu was breathing heavily, huffing and puffing. Deep Tiu looked annoyed at Ebamong and said, Eb, I can't believe you're such a scaredy cat. Ebamong argued back, How come you ran so fast if you're not scared? Deep Tiu approached the boss's body and said, Finally, it's over. Let me see what items it dropped. The system announced worldwide. System special announcement player from Great Xia Country, Deep Tiu, has completed the Abyss Advancement Trial, becoming the first hero in history to pass the Abyss level trial and receiving the title Legendary Abyss Messenger. All players saw the announcement and wondered, what's an advancement trial? How could someone have passed it already? And it's Abyss level. Did I hear that right? It's a worldwide announcement. Players at the newbie village announcement board gathered to check. Someone asked, the top player in the world is from our Great Xia Country. A burly man in red armor said to the girl beside him, and he's the only one on the leaderboard. This guy's no ordinary player, Little Seven. Go investigate. The girl nodded. Got it. Players from newbie village number 9527 guessed he's from Jiang City. The man in red armor ordered the blonde man behind him, Jiang City, send someone to Jiang City to check it out. Jiang City responded loudly, Yes, sir. Another person in town looked at the announcement in admiration. Whoa, on day 2 there's already a pro at level 10. And he's in the same newbie village as us. It turned out Chu Hong was talking to Yen Yin standing next to him. Yen Yin, if we can contact this pro and form a team, our future will be set. Then rich kids like Deep Tiu will just have to envy us. Yen Yin asked skeptically, Do you really think a crappy game like this can take us to the top? Chu Hong pointed at himself confidently. Of course. You have to trust my judgment. Chu Hong gently asked Yen Yin about Deep Tiu. By the way, Didn't I ask you to contact Deep 2 to help us level up in the game? He's got tons of money and is a gaming expert, too. Yen Yin turned and walked away. I'm too lazy to contact him. If you want to go ahead. I'm not that petty. Chu Hong continued. So what about your living expenses this month? And Chu Hong was talking to Yen Yin standing next to him. Yen Yin, if we can contact this pro and form a team, our future will be bright. Then rich kids like Hao Jiang Han will have no choice but to look up to us. Yen Yin asked skeptically. Do you think a lame game can take you to the top of life? Chu Hong pointed at himself confidently. Of course. You have to trust my judgment. Chu Hong gently asked Yen Yin about Deep 2. By the way, didn't I ask you to contact Deep 2 to help us level up in the game? He's got a lot of money and is a gaming pro, too. Yen Yin turned and walked away. I'm too lazy to contact him. If you want to go ahead. I'm not that petty. Chu Hong continued. So how about your living expenses this month? Yen Yin angrily turned back. Chu Hong stopped bringing up Deep 2. Finally, we have our own world. Perfect. Since I've never played games, take me along. Chu Hong softened his tone to comfort her. All right. First, we need to figure out how to level up. In the boss room, after defeating the boss, Deep 2 held a fragment, disappointed. No way all that effort for just this fragment. The display showed Abyss Stone fragment grade unknown, unappraised. Even though I can read the info, I don't get it. Fragment, I never saw anything like this in the last life. Deep 2 put the item away and prepared to leave the boss room. All right, I'll appraise it when I get the chance. Since I've passed the trial, I need to leave the newbie village and head to the main city. Come on. The guard couldn't believe it and exclaimed as Deep 2 stepped out, Impossible, absolutely impossible. Contact the main city right away. And it's Abyss level, too. Deep 2 ignored the guard and said, Stop babbling. Contact the main city for me. I want to leave this newbie village. The guard agreed. All right. The guard opened a teleport gate. The guard gestured for Deep 2 to enter. Honorable warrior, congratulations on passing the trial. You now have the welcome token. From now on, you can freely enter and exit the main city. Deep 2 replied, Thanks, appreciate it. The guard gave Deep 2 a small item. Additionally, since you passed the Abyss level advancement trial, you get the Executor level item, Hero Badge. Description. This is proof for heroes only achievable by passing the Hell trial. It's the Empire's highest honor. It's the Empire's highest honor. Base attributes plus 20 fortitude, plus 3 strength. Hero passive activates when health drops below 30%, increasing strength by 10% for 1 minute. Seeing the info, Deep 2 said happily, Executor level, and it boosts all attributes. Not bad at all. Deep 2 reached out to enter the gate. Little gray old Ebby, let's go. Notification, you've arrived in a new area. The main city, we're here. Windleaf main city. Notification. You've arrived in a new area, Windleaf main city. Arriving, Deep 2 looked around and said, So this is Windleaf main city. It's freezing. In the last life, this teleport plaza had hundreds lining up. Turns out coming early changes everything. Deep 2 continued. First, I need to find the pet master Gooter. Ebby Mong on Deep 2's shoulder asked, Pet master. You're a pet master yourself. Why go to him? Deep 2 smiled. You'll see. After walking a bit, Deep 2 stopped in front of a house with a man sitting outside. This is the place, Pet Master Gooter. Deep 2 approached respectfully. Respected master, I want to change jobs. Gooter waved him off. Go find someone else for job changes. Don't bother me. I want to change to the hidden class beast speaker, but no one else can do it. Gooter looked at Deep 2 coldly. Do you think anyone can become a beast speaker? First, prove your strength. Outside the city, there's a pack of demon wolves. Bring back 100 of their eyes before we talk. Please leave the city, kill 100 elite demon wind wolves, gouge out their eyes, and bring them to Gooter. Ibimung looked at Deep 2 curiously. How do you know about this hidden class quest? Deep 2 laughed. Ha ha, I'm not stupid enough to kill 100 elite monsters. Gooter coldly dismissed. What a weakling. You can't even handle that. Get out and stop bothering me. Deep 2 pulled out the badge. You misunderstand. I don't need to kill any demon wolves. This item is enough to prove my strength. Gooter changed his attitude quickly. Ah, this is the Executor level hero badge.
Deep Tew nodded. Yes, exactly.
Gooter jumped up. I can't believe a young guy like you passed the hell level advancement trial. Deep Tew corrected. Wrong, not hell level. It was abyss level. Deep Tew added, and you passed abyss level. How many people in your team? Deep Tew smugly answered. Just one, only me. Gooter laughed and scratched his head. Ha ha ha, as expected. From the first time I saw you, I knew you were a dragon among men extraordinarily talented, Deep Tew asked. The first time, weren't you just calling me a weakling, not worthy of being a beast speaker? Ebi Mung was surprised by Gooter's flip. Why did this guy change his attitude faster than flipping a page? Deep Tew went back to the topic. So can I change to beast speaker now? Ebi Mung was shocked at Gooter's quick change. How come this guy's attitude flipped faster than a book page? Then Deep Tew returned to the original topic. If that's the case, can I switch to the beast speaker class? Gooter agreed enthusiastically, of course. Gooter agreed enthusiastically, of course. But I have one small request. I just want to see what a pet that passed the abyss trial looks like. Deep Tew replied, no problem. Little Gray was summoned by Deep Tew. Seeing the little giant dragon, Gooter said in shock, oh my gosh, a god-level pet. And it's a baby giant dragon, too. Deep Tew confirmed, yeah. Gooter excitedly shouted, oh Lord, in my whole life I never thought I'd see a god-level pet with my own eyes. This is exactly the pet of my dreams. No need to get this excited. Gooter hesitated and suggested to Deep Tew, today you might not change to beast speaker. Deep Tew asked in surprise. Oh, what do you mean? Gooter continued, because beast speaker isn't worthy of a god-level pet. I'll introduce you to the royal head pet master. Gooter handed Deep Tew a letter. This is a recommendation letter. Go to the address on it, and he will definitely give you the answer you want. And he will definitely give you the answer you want. Deep Tew happily took it. Oh, something this good. Notification. You've activated the hidden class quest, Whispers of the Giant Dragon. Go to the royal city and find the royal head pet master. As they left, Ebi Mung marveled at Deep Tew's luck. You little brat, you've got dog crap luck. You actually got a hidden class change, Deep Tew replied, but the royal head pet master is in the royal city. And that's way too far. Plus, I have other things to do right now. Then Ebi Mung asked, like what? Deep Tew assured, just follow me and you'll see. I have another hidden quest to complete. Ebi Mung asked again, how do you know about all these hidden quests? On the way, a girl was strolling with knights guarding her. Lady Shark Lee Riley? Deep Tew approached and recognized, when I saw the girl, it was her. When Deep Tew got close to the girl, Ebi Mung on Deep Tew's shoulder asked, hey, are you trying to sell yourself? Deep Tew shot back, what do you know? She's the widow of the former lord, Lady Shark Lee Riley. She's a wealthy and beautiful widow. When Deep Tew got close to the girl, a knight blocked him and asked, stop, who are you? Deep Tew politely greeted the girl, respected Lady Charlie. Why do you always look so sad? Are you having some trouble? Can I help? Lady Charlie said with interest. Oh, I really did lose a personal item. Young man, if you find it, I'd be so grateful. Notification, you've received a request from Lady Charlie. Bring her some beautiful flowers. Ebi Mung blurted out, it's really a hidden quest. Deep Tew bowed respectfully to Lady Charlie and said, beautiful lady, don't worry. Leave it to me. After greeting, Deep Tew left. After walking a while, Ebi Mung asked, the flowers that lady wants are probably in the garden or outside the city. Why are we wandering around the city? Deep Tew replied, what do you know? What she wants isn't ordinary flowers. Ebi Mung asked, so do you know where her flowers are? Deep Tew said confidently, of course. Right here. Ebi Mung saw the shop and said, item shop. Right here. Ebi Mung saw the shop and said, item shop. This isn't ordinary flowers. Are there beautiful flowers? So are you sure? As they entered the shop, the owner greeted, oh, a customer from afar. Hey, what can I get for you? Deep Tew asked, what I'm looking for. I heard your shop sells treasure chests, right? The owner smiled and introduced the items. I can tell you're a savvy customer. The treasure chests here can even open ancient cacti. Not only that, but also executor-level staffs. What price range are you thinking? Deep Tew laughed and said, I'll take the most expensive ones. The owner brought out a large chest and introduced, this is the highest level treasure chest in our shop. It costs 10,000 gold per chest. Deep Tew said, one isn't enough, right? He put a bag of money on the table and said loudly, whatever you have in stock, I'll take it all. The owner was shocked. What, take it all? Deep Tew yelled at the owner, didn't you hear? Take it all. Open every treasure chest for me. The owner quickly responded, ah, yes, sir. One chest was opened. Opened item bronze double-edged war axe. Another one. Opened large healing potion X1. Another. Opened size increasing bread X1. Half an hour later, the owner respectfully said to Deep2, "Dear customer, we only have one chest left out of the 100. Deep2 wanted to open more. Chest open this one. It has to be LVKA." This time it opened the flower Deep2 needed. What a beautiful flower. Description. This is an absolutely wonderful flower, but I don't know what it's used for. Ebimong can't believe it and says, "Wow, that's really an amazing flower." Deep2 happily takes the flower and says, "Old Eb, let's get going." In the bathroom, Lady Charlie is soaking in the tub and asks her attendant, "Liz, do you think anyone could actually find that flower for me?" The attendant replies, "Of course, ma'am. She's so charming that her luck must be off the charts." Another attendant rushes in breathlessly and says, Ma'am, there's a young man outside who wants to see you. He says he's bringing the flower you asked for." Lady Charlie exclaims in disbelief, "What, so someone really found it for me?" Outside, a knight respectfully informs Lady Charlie, "Ma'am, it's this young man who has the item you requested." Lady Charlie cheerfully asks the young man, "Did you really find what I wanted?" Deep2 hands her the flower and says, "The real deal, beautiful lady. Please take a look." When Lady Charlie opens the flower, she happily says, "Wow, it's truly an amazing flower. Hey, I've been searching hard for it for a long time. I never thought today I'd finally—" Mrs. Charlie took the flower and continued, "How rude of me. I really got a bit too excited. Young man, you've helped me with such a big thing. What kind of reward do you want? Money or a rare item?" Deep2 replies, "Beautiful lady, I'm not interested in money or items." Lady Charlie exclaims. Lady Charlie smiles and continues, "If you're not interested in money and items, then I guess I'll have to offer myself as the reward." Deep2 blushes and waves his hands quickly, refusing. "No way, right, in broad daylight. Are you serious? Someone my age couldn't handle that." "Oh, ma'am, you misunderstood." Lady Charlie amusingly exclaims, "Oh." Deep2, still blushing, continues, "I just want you to help me get citizenship status. Notification displays 10 thanks to your noble actions and extraordinary charm. Lady Charlie's favor towards you has increased by 20. Lady Charlie laughs happily and says, "Haha, you silly thing. So that's all you want, citizenship status? That's easy." She then orders her attendant Alyssa go get my paper pen and seal. The attendant acknowledges, "Yes, ma'am." Deep2 hands her the paper and asks for another favor. "Besides that, I have one more thing I need your help with. Please help me figure it out. I want to buy some property in Fongdeep City and settle down here." Lady Charlie looks at the paper and says, "Oh, buying property. Not wanting to wander around anymore. That's a really smart choice. Yes, I get why you want to buy property. But the building you want is in the Western District, which isn't very prosperous." Lady Charlie looks at the red-marked area on the paper and asks Deep2, "Are you sure you want to buy there?" Deep2 replies, "Respected lady, I'm very sure about my choice. I hope you can help me make the connection. I'd be eternally grateful." Seeing Deep2's determination, Lady Charlie agrees. "All right, I'll arrange for someone to contact the real estate agent in the Western District." Deep2 bows his head in thanks. "Thank you so much, ma'am." Then Ebimong sees the run-down land Deep2 chose and angrily says, "You brat, why didn't you buy in the bustling Eastern District instead of this run-down Western one? That's not how we make money. It's a losing deal." Deep2 retorts, "What do you know? Of course you don't know that soon Fongdeep City will be attacked by some weird creatures. Under the attack of a large number of powerful and bizarre creatures, the current city lord will be killed, and most buildings in the Eastern District will be destroyed. The Western District is the only area that won't attract many bizarre creatures because it's sparsely populated. So it will suffer the least damage, and later it will become the area with the most functional architecture in all of Fongdeep City." Deep2 laughs out loud about the bright future ahead. "Ha ha ha, how could I possibly lose money?" In the office, Deep2 is processing the land purchase. With Deep2 laughing out loud about the bright future ahead, the office person standing next to him says, "Mr. Deep2, the property contract you wanted to buy has been signed. Total of 340 houses and 184 shops. Total of 120,000 gold coins. May I ask when you'll make the payment?" Deep2 thinks it's a great deal and happily pays. "Buying that many for just 100,000. That's too cheap. Here, I'll pay right now." The office person happily greets and leaves. "Pleasure doing business." Lady Charlie hands Deep2 the scroll. Lady Charlie says this is the citizenship status you wanted. Deep Teo is surprised at how fast it was and says, "Oh, I already have citizenship in Fong City so quickly," Deep Teo asks. Lady Charlie happily continues. More precisely, it's not just Fong City citizenship, but citizenship of the Dragon Phoenix Empire. First-class citizenship. Deep Teo asks in surprise. What citizenship of the Dragon Phoenix Empire? Surprised, Deep Teo turns back to Lady Charlie, unable to believe it. Lady Charlie says, "No way, first-class citizenship of the Dragon Phoenix Empire is a privilege that even many powerful vassals with armies don't have." You little brat, what kind of dog luck did you step in? Deep Teo hesitates and asks, Could it be that you're from the royal family? Lady Charlie just smiles happily at Deep Teo's surprise. Lady Charlie says, "What, I can't be from the royal family?" Deep Teo says in disbelief. No wonder every gesture of this woman exudes such noble and regal aura. Ma'am, do you know the royal beast tamer? Lady Charlie realizes who Deep Teo is referring to and asks, "Do you mean Uncle Stir? What do you want with him?" Deep Teo replies, "Honestly, I want to ask him about the job quest related to beast tamers." Lady Charlie blushes as Deep Teo takes her hand and kisses it, saying, "Uncle Stir is in the capital, but he's a very quirky person with an unpredictable schedule. I'll try to help you contact him." Deep Teo says, full of gratitude, "Oh, beautiful lady, I really don't know how to thank you. I can only give you my most sincere kiss." Lady Charlie smiles and says, "Ha ha, from now on, don't call me lady anymore. Just call me Sophia." Deep Teo replies, "All right, beautiful Sophia." Notification displays. Thanks to your incredible charm, Lady Jelly's favor towards you has increased by 20. The reputation leaderboard is now open. Dragon Star. Congratulations to player Deep Teo of Great Shia for obtaining first-class citizenship of the Dragon Phoenix Empire. The reputation leaderboard is now open. Great Shia players can check it by opening the Northeast leaderboard. Congratulations to player Deep Teo of Great Shia for successfully purchasing property. The housing system in the Great Shia area is now open, adding 1 hour to the daily playtime for all Great Shia players. Deep Teo mockingly says, "Look at your face. Isn't this just trading looks for favors?" Deep Teo laughs and says, "Old Ebby, I love seeing you can't stand it but can't escape me. Ha 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 ha." Notification continues. Teen, congratulations on leveling up to 11. Your Tin Beast Pup has leveled up to 11. World announcement to all players. Tin, congratulations to player Deep Teo of Great Shia for obtaining first-class citizenship of the Dragon Phoenix Empire. The reputation leaderboard is now open. Great Shia players can check it by opening the Beijing leaderboard. Congratulations to player Deep Teo of Great Shia for successfully purchasing property. The housing system in the Great Shia area is now open, adding 1 hour to the daily playtime for all Great Shia players. The players continue to buzz about the new announcement. Huh? What the heck? First-class citizenship. Housing system is this game for real. All Great Shia players get an extra hour of playtime. That's insane. A guy with a shaved head angrily curses, "Damn it. What the hell is first-class citizenship? What class are we?" Third class. The guy with green hair next to him agrees, "Crap bullying in real life is one thing, but now in the game, too. Who the hell came up with this?" The man behind chimes in to calm them. "Stop cursing, stop cursing. Where did this jerk come from anyway? Where does this game even originate? I don't know either." Uncle Hong is fighting some goblins when he sees the announcement and exclaims, "Oh man, this Deep Teo guy is already level 11, and he's got first-class citizenship too. That's impressive." Yen Yin next to him says admiringly, "It is impressive, but his name is kind of weird." She adds, "If we had a pro like that leading us, we'd be level 4 or 5 by now." Ba Chu Hong agrees, "Everywhere's the same beating, just one." Slim is exhausting. The 4 people teamed up with Chu Hong and Yen Yen hear this and angrily say, "Hey, are you dissing our team? You didn't do anything, just stood there and still leveled up. And you're not satisfied. Well, yeah, if you don't want to stick with us, you can leave." Chu Hong speaks up to apologize. "Misunderstanding, my friend didn't mean that." "I sincerely apologize." Yen Yen angrily shouts, "Fine, I'll go. Who needs this?" She says and pulls Chu Hong, let's go. Chu Hong tries to calm Yen Yen. "Hey, Yen Yen, take it easy." The teammates scornfully say, "She's got a little beauty and thinks she's a princess." Chu Hong scolds Yen Yen, "Great, now it's just us two. How are we supposed to level up?" "Yeah." Yen Yen angrily replies, "Yeah, you said you'd take me leveling and just now they were all yelling at me. but you didn't even back me up. Do you even care about me? Chu Hong gently pats her shoulder and says, all right, I was wrong. Oh, right, I asked you to contact Deep Two to play Apocalypse together. Have you reached out to him? Yen Yen glances away unhappily. Why should I contact him first? He's always the one who contacts me. Chu Hong pleads with hands together. All right, you're so refined, but for me, please contact Diep Tiu this time, okay? Consider it a favor. Get him to take us leveling. Yeah, Yen Yin sees that and reluctantly agrees. If you're begging me, then I'll do it reluctantly. Time's not early anymore, let's log off. I'll send him a message. Chu Hong happily says, Great Yen Yen, I'll wait for your good news. Yen Yin logs out of the game and says, yeah, see you tomorrow, I'm logging off. At home, Yen Yen says to herself, even though Deep Tiu's way of throwing money around is crude, I guess I can't blame him entirely. I should give him another chance. Yen Yin picks up her phone and starts typing, all right, I'll contact him this time. Yen Yin's message to Diep Tiu. I'm playing a game called Doomsday. Buy some gear and take me and Chu Hong leveling. If you can get me on the leaderboard this time, I'll consider being your girlfriend. What do you think? Isn't that touching? Ha ha! Yes, Yen Yin sends it. Yen Yin says to herself, luckily I'm a tolerant and generous girl, so I'll forgive you. 5 minutes later, still no reply from Diep Tiu Yin. Yin sits on the bed, wondering, oh, why hasn't Diep Tiu responded to my message? Deep Tiu's message is still there. The phone notification shows Deep Tiu has friend verification enabled. You're not his friend yet. Please send a friend request first. You can only chat after they confirm. Send friend request. Yen Yin angrily asks herself, what Deep Tiu unfriended me? He dared to. Yen Yin angrily shouts, Deep Tiu, from today on, we're done for good. If you have any guts, don't beg me like a dog later. Even if you kneel, I won't forgive you. No way. At Deep Feng Fortress in the Eastern District, Deep Tiu looks at the bustling street and says, soon my Western District will be as prosperous as this. Then Deep Tiu walks up to a house and says, this is the place. A person in the shop sees Diep Tiu enter and says, our shop only appraises silver-level gear and above. Anything like bronze level, please go outside the city. Deep Tiu holds up the necklace and asks, dark gold level, can you appraise it? Item info, nightfall necklace accessory, dark gold level effects, undetermined. The person panics and shouts, oh my god, it's really dark gold level. Deep Tiu smiles and says, dear shop owner, go ahead and appraise it carefully. If it's dark gold level, the shop owner will appraise it personally to ensure no mistakes. Deep Tiu doesn't care much and asks, no need for more talk. What's the success rate? The person introduces himself and continues, I'm a gold level appraiser with excellent skills, over 80% success rate. But dark gold level gear costs 100 gold coins each. Deep Tiu casually throws a bag of money on the table and says, no problem, let's get started. I have a few more dark gold items, appraise them all at once. When he sees the items Deep Tiu brings out, the appraiser exclaims in surprise, oh wow, you're a total money god. Deep Tiu impatiently says, hurry up and appraise, I don't have time. The appraiser responds, all right. Appraised necklace info. Nightfall. Necklace level 10, dark gold, level plus 40 spirit, plus 40 strength, reduces dark attribute damage by 20%. The appraiser says in surprise, this item's attributes are totally overpowered. Deep Tiu is satisfied and tells the appraiser to continue. Yeah, not bad attributes, keep going. When he sees the items Deep Tiu brings out, the appraiser exclaims in surprise, oh wow, you're a total money god. Deep Tiu impatiently says, hurry up and appraise, I don't have time. The appraiser responds, all right. The appraiser responds, all right. Appraised necklace info. Nightfall. Necklace level 10. Dark gold level. Plus 40 spirit. Plus 40 strength. Reduces dark attribute damage by 20%. The appraiser says in surprise, this item's attributes are totally overpowered. Diep Tiu is satisfied and tells the appraiser to continue, yeah, not bad attributes. Continue. Deep Tiu's status board shows player Diep Tiu, unique god of wealth, class beast tamer, level 11 at 1.20% base status, 990 health points, 640 mana points, 100 hunger points, base attributes, 142 strength, 99 constitution, 264 spirit, 110 agility, special attributes, 65 luck, 68 willpower. After appraising, Diep Tiu is satisfied with his status after the attribute boost. It's increased a lot. Ebimong sits cross-legged on Deep Tiu's shoulder, smoking and asking, "Now that your strength is strong enough to handle things alone, what are we doing next?" Deep Tiu nods and confirms, "Yeah, Sophia hasn't brought any news yet. So let's go to Mist Valley to level up. Let's go." In front of Deep Tiu is a hazy gray sky with a flock of crows flying chaotically. Mountains like sharp claws. Ebimong recognizes the area and suspiciously asks Deep Tiu, "Here, isn't this the level 20 monster area?" Deep Tiu nods and says, "That's right." After a while, a pack of hyenas appears. Level 21 gray hyenas attributes unviewable due to level difference. Description: puss-swollen gray hyenas, already ferocious, now even more bloodthirsty. They attack any other creatures in sight and have a liking for, well, you know. Reminder, love, and protect your backside. Deep Tiu sees this and says in disgust, "Hey, why are these monsters coming in groups? That's a bit gross." Deep Tiu orders Xiaohui, "Go Xiaohui, attack." Xiaohui flies towards the pack of gray hyenas and breathes fire. Xiaohui flies towards the pack of gray hyenas and breathes fire. Notification displays, "You have successfully killed a gray hyena." Plus 235 experience. Deep Tiu relaxes nearby, sipping tea and saying, "The monsters here are high level, so they'll come to us automatically. We just need to stay put." Ebimong puts his hands on his hips and says, "You sneaky brat, you really know how to live it up." Thinking back to those miserable years of suffering and beatings, this is how people should live. Thinking back to those miserable years of suffering and beatings, this is how people should live. Haha. 2 hours later, the notification displays, "Congratulations on successfully leveling up to level 12. Your Xiaohui has successfully leveled up to level 12. Deep Tiu laughs and says, "Haha, finally leveled up." Deep Tiu walks over and looks at the dead gray hyenas scattered on the ground, satisfied. At this rate, it'll only take a few days to reach level 20. Deep Tiu sees a scroll drop from a hyena and exclaims, "Oh, what's that?" Deep Tiu is happy to realize what he picked up. It's a fireball scroll. Scroll info basic fireball scroll. Description: after smashing it, you'll learn the fireball technique. Ebimong nearby is a bit confused. "Hey, you're a beastmaster using fireball. Isn't that kind of funny?" Deep Tiu retorts, "What do you know? More skills are always better. Learn it first, then we'll talk." Notification displays, "You have successfully learned Fireball." Fireball uses magic to condense a fireball that deals 150% spirit damage to the target. Casting time 1 second. Consumes 50 mana. Cooldown 5 seconds. After getting it, Deep Tiu tests the new skill on an approaching hyena. "Take this fireball from me." But Deep Tiu's attack only does a little damage, and he says annoyed, "Something's off. This damage is totally insulting." Ebimong sees this and bursts out laughing. "Ha ha ha ha, your damage is even less than Xiaohui's fart." Ignoring Ebimong's mockery, Deep Tiu looks at his status board and says, "Time's not early anymore. Time to log out. See you in 2 hours." This is the 3rd day of this world, which means Deep Tiu clenches his fist and continues, "The open beta has begun. From now on, everyone in Great Xia over 16 will be forced to join this extremely dangerous game. The world is about to undergo massive changes. In real life, the sky is pitch black. Winds are howling, dark clouds gather with thunder and lightning. Status boards appear in front of everyone, causing confusion. What's going on? Is it an earthquake? What's entering the game? A status board shows, "Entering the game." People are still confused. Is this some midnight prank? It doesn't look like a game. Players who tried to log out are forced back and causing more confusion. What's happening? I was in the shower. In the blink of an eye, I'm here. Oh, the game, I was eating skewers. Where are my skewers? Am I dreaming? Oh crap, did I time travel? Haha, I must be the chosen one. Old lie. Why are you here? Old Wang, weren't you at the square dancing? Yen Yin is also forced to log in, confused. Oh, what's going on? Why did it automatically enter the game? Uncle Hong is the same as Yen Yin and replies, "Me too." This is too weird. I was out with Wang Wan and a few others for a late-night snack when I suddenly entered the game. Right Chu Hong looks around and continues, "It seems we're not the only ones forced into the game. This game might really be a chance to change the world." Right Yen Yen. "I told you to contact Deep Tiu to take us leveling. How's that going?" Yen Nian hears Deep Tu's name and angrily says, Deep Tu, tell him to drop dead. Even if he cries and begs, I won't pay him any attention. I'm going to contact the pro Dateo in the game to take us leveling. Chu Hong asks in surprise, What? Do you know the pro Dateo, the one at the top of the leaderboard? Yen Nian replies confidently. Not yet, but with my beauty as Tan Yen Nian, no man can resist me. All people over 16 in Great Xia, regardless of gender, age, or status, are forced to log into the game. The game log-out interface disappears and players can't log out on their own. Player distribution relates to real-life locations. The closer the distance, the closer the spawn point. Each newbie village corresponds to an area. If a player dies in the game, they can't return to reality. Some people are camping and chatting about Deep Tu. Now that everyone's forced into the game, something's off with this world. Yeah, he's the only player. Where's Datu? Isn't he at the top of the leaderboard? Does he know how to get out of the game? Yeah, he's the only one who played the closed beta and leveled up so fast. Not in the newbie village. Does he know something? This guy seems like he's cheating. Maybe he's a GM. We have to find him in the newbie village. On a hill, a person kneels and reports to a man in armor with a green cloak. So far, we haven't found a way out of the game, and we might be stuck here forever. What about Dateo? Any news on the #1 player? The person replies helplessly, can't contact him. He's already level 12. He's not in the newbie village anymore. No one can get out right now. Immovable as a mountain turns back and asks, What about Tran Quang? Can't reach him. The kneeling person hesitates. Quang is only level 4. Immovable as a mountain asks in surprise, Isn't he a closed beta player? How is he only level 4? The kneeling person disappointingly replies, He led a team to level up continuously, but the game's intensity is too high, so many are still only level 2. Datu is no simple guy. Pass the order. Do everything to find this Datu. The person acknowledges yes. At this time, Dieptio receives a message. New message Datu, come to the Duke's residence. There's news about what you're investigating. Dieptio replies, All right, I'm on my way. Dieptio walks while happily saying, I didn't expect to get news about the royal beastmaster so quickly. Is it real? A moment later, Dieptio arrives at the meeting place with Sophia. Today, she's wearing a different outfit looking incredibly beautiful. Sophia happily says, You're here. I've missed you. Dieptio replies, Yeah, I'm here. His face turns red involuntarily. He thinks to himself, This is too affectionate. This is too affectionate. Who can handle this, oh, beautiful Sophia? Right after he seriously asks, Do you have news about the royal beastmaster? Sophia chuckles and stops him. Don't rush. He's traveling, so I haven't contacted him yet. Oh, that got my hopes up for nothing. Dieptio sighs. Sophia gently continues. But Uncle Stone told me to show you how to unlock the hidden class. It's not hard. It's right in Fong Deep City. What? Right in Fong Deep City. Dieptio is surprised and thinks, Oh my God, I thought I'd have to go to the ends of the earth. Who knew the treasure was right at the door? He turns to Sophia with sparkling eyes. My dear Sophia, tell me quickly. Sophia hesitates a bit. Dieptio, but it might be a little difficult. According to Uncle Stone, there's an extremely powerful dragon living in the long mountain range outside the city. Moreover, in the dragon's lair, there's a maze, and deep in the maze. Do you mean the labyrinth cave? Dieptio immediately continues. Sophia is surprised. How did you know the name of the maze? Dieptio smirks, acting casual. Haha, I just heard it by chance. Of course I know, he thinks to himself. I've been through that maze so many times in my past life. I heard there's only a level 80 mutated boss there. How could it be a dragon? Sophia shakes her head, but Uncle Stone is sure there's a dragon guarding it. Dieptio ponders. Clearly it was a mutated boss in my past life. Has it been replaced by a dragon in this life? Whatever, I'll go and see first. Sophia worries. Are you planning to enter the maze alone? That's a level 80 area. Even the elite soldiers in the city couldn't survive it. Don't worry, my dear Sophia, I have my ways. Dieptio says with determined eyes. System notification Tingstone brings news. Please go to the unknown maze and bring back what's inside. Old Ebby chimes in. Yeah, you even dared to steal a dragon egg before, so wandering a maze like this is nothing. You stinky toad, shut up. Dieptio snaps and pulls out a badge from the Supreme Hall. With money, even dragons can be taken down. To deal with giant dragons, Sister Tao is the expert. thinking that Deep Tew nodded and said, "I need to ask Sister Dao about this." Sophia said in surprise, "Oh, this is the token of the Supreme Hall. How did Deep Tew get it when he's only level 12? A few seconds later, Dorothy steps out from the summoning portal. "Oh, which cute little boy is calling for me this time?" "Oh, it's you, little brother Deep Tew. Are you missing your big sister again?" "Big Sister Dao, I need to talk to you about something big." Deep Tew looks serious. Dorothy narrows her eyes slightly. "Is it that big dragon again?" "Big Sister Dao, you're spot on as always." "Exactly, it's a dragon." Deep Tew smiles brightly, hearing that Dorothy almost trips. "What?" "Another big dragon." "Do you have a beef with the dragon race? Last time we stole that dragon egg, my back still hasn't healed." "I'm not going. Find someone else." Deep Tew flashes a confident smile. "Just like last time, you'll still get 200 million as a reward after we're done." 200 million. Dorothy is tempted but tries to act firm. "Nah, forget it. It's not that I don't want this job. The truth is I'm injured and need time to recover. If you're not in a hurry, I'll join you in a month." "If you're injured, Big Sister Dao, what if I can give you the location of the Holy Spirit Spring?" Dorothy's eyes widen in surprise. "You actually know where the Holy Spirit Spring is. Don't kid around. If you really know, I'd go with you even if it kills me." "All right, deal's done. Let's head out now." Deep Tew is excited. "We're leaving right now." Dorothy is baffled but quickly follows. "Where is the Holy Spirit Spring located?" "The Seven Falls Land." Deep Tew replies. "The Seven Falls Land. What's the exact spot?" "Do you know?" Deep Tew doesn't answer and keeps walking. Sophia stands in the distance watching with great interest. That human Deep Tew is truly beyond imagination. I wonder if he'll become a god-level powerhouse in the future. System notification. Sophia's favor towards you increases by 10. Meanwhile, outside the newbie village, Vung Kung lies motionless on the ground. His body is cold. His teammates surround him in panic. Vung Kung, wake up." Someone shouts, his voice trembling as if he's about to cry. It turns out Vung Kung was just killed by a goblin for the second time. After respawning, his body couldn't take it anymore. His organs are severely depleted. Can this game really kill people? Someone stammers, face pale. "Help, I want to go home." A girl screams in panic. "Stop yelling. Who here doesn't want to leave?" Another person says, eyes blank. "The thing is, no one knows how to escape this game." Someone suddenly speaks up, voice low as if sharing a secret. "I heard someone's already reached level 12. Maybe we should find him." On the other side, Deep Tew's group has arrived at the giant Dragon Mountains. "A place this beautiful doesn't look like it has dragons hiding around," Dorothy says, looking up at the clear blue sky. "The more peaceful and quiet the scenery, the more terrifying the hidden dangers." Deep Tew replies, scanning the dusty rock peaks. Sophia nods in agreement. "You're right, Big Sister Dao. The monsters here are all level 80. If not for your aura buff, we'd be surrounded by now. If we're going into the maze, we'll run into monsters along the way. It's best to avoid them if we can," Sophia suggests. "Yeah, agreed." Deep Tew nods lightly. They continue along the mountain slope. After a while, Dorothy suddenly points up in panic. "Kid, are you sure you know the way to the maze? Look up there, a level 5 dragon is flying. I don't want to end up as barbecue." Deep Tew glances over, still calm. "Don't worry, it won't see us. The maze entrance is right under that slope on the mountaintop." Dorothy raises an eyebrow in warning. "I hope your memory doesn't fail you. If not, you'll deal with the consequences." After walking further, Deep Tew points ahead. His lips curl into a slight smile. "See, I told you. If not, deal with the consequences yourself." Before them appears a massive stone door covered in green moss. On it is an ancient formation glowing faintly. "This is the place," Deep Tew confirms. Dorothy steps forward, places her hand on the stone door, and frowns. "This is definitely a teleportation formation, but strangely there's no magic residue around. I don't think we can open it. Let me try." Deep Tew suddenly steps up. Without waiting for a response, he pulls out a small knife, cuts his palm lightly, and places it on the formation. A faint green light spreads from his hand. The formation lights up instantly. Dorothy's eyes widen. "Kid, how did you know how to open it?" The stone door shakes slightly and slowly opens, astonishing everyone. "It really opened. All because of a kid like you." Deep Tew smiles confidently. "I have my own ways." "Ha ha, let's go." Dorothy glances at him mysteriously. "Kid, how many secrets do you have?" The system suddenly announces, "Ding, you've entered an extremely dangerous area. Ding, you've stepped into the dark cave maze. The maze has only one exit. Find it within the time limit. If not, you'll be trapped forever. Warning. This maze has many bizarre creatures. Be careful. Countdown 180 minutes. Lao EB frowns and complains. Kid, can't you take me to a safe place? This creepy area with only 3 hours, Deep 2 thinks quietly. In my past life, the time limit was 3 days. Something's off. The time's been shortened. Dorothy warns seriously. Deep 2-1 have to remind you this is even scarier than facing a level 5 dragon. Are you sure you want those items? Deep 2 replies casually. Big Sister Dao, you're a god-level sorceress. What are you afraid of? Dorothy pouts, feeling annoyed. Yeah, but you're looking down on me, you little brat. She forces a smile. Ha ha, as if I'd be scared. I'm a god-level powerhouse, an elder of the Wisdom Hall, a top existence in sorcery. Why would I fear a little maze? Deep 2 nods in agreement. Yeah, you're right. Let's go in. Oh, right, Big Sister Dao. Do you know invisibility spells? Dorothy gets angry immediately.
What are you saying? Are you insulting me?
Invisibility is the most basic spell. I didn't even bother with it back in school. Deep 2 quickly calms her. Big Sister, calm down. If it can hide our tracks and aura, that would be great. Dorothy snaps her fingers confidently. Piece of cake. The three of them enter stealth mode instantly. Deep 2 can't hide his admiration. No wonder you're god level. That's amazing. Then they continue deeper in. Deep 2 calmly explains based on his past life memories. Big Sister Dao. There are 5 bizarre beasts in the maze, 3 level 6 reptiles, 1 level 80 boss, and 1 level 60 regular bizarre creature. We have to be careful. Dorothy's eyes widen in surprise. Oh, you know all that. Do you have prophetic powers? You could say that. Deep 2 replies humbly. I do know a few things, he thinks to himself. In my past life, I raided this maze about 100 times. How could I not know? Dorothy still doubts. This is creepy. What else do you know? Deep 2 shakes his head lightly. That's all. A moment later, the group stops in front of an altar full of spike traps and 3 guarding monsters. Deep 2 whispers. Big Sister Dao, we have to sneak past. Don't disturb these monsters. Watch my steps carefully later. Dorothy raises an eyebrow, slightly annoyed. What are you teaching me how to work? What's your level and what's mine? I've been through more mazes in my life than paths you've walked. Deep 2 smiles lightly, not arguing. Master Dao, I'll go first. You watch closely. He dashes quickly behind the monsters. Dorothy gasps. Oh my gosh, he went right behind a level 60 elite monster without being detected. I'm not the master, he's the master, and his whole family is masters. Then she carefully mimics Deep 2's movements and steps jumping over perfectly. The journey continues, and soon it's time for battle. Not long after they reach the end of the maze where a boss and a large chest stand. Deep 2 hides behind a rock and observes carefully. Look at it. It's nothing like in my past life. He checks the info. Maze Guardian. Bizarre Yin. God Beast rank. Undetermined level. Undetermined description. Undetermined attributes. Undetermined. Deep 2 turns to Big Sister Dao helplessly. Can you see its level? Dorothy replies calmly. A bizarre boss around level 100, nothing special. Then I'll go first. Big Sister Dao, look for an opening. Got it. Dorothy nods and waves her staff, enveloping Deep 2 in a light. Okay, kid, don't worry. I'll add an absolute defense buff for you. Deep 2 glances at Lao EB and reminds him. 091-989. A safe sailor sails for 1,000 miles. Lao EB don't make any moves. Be careful not to bother this Yin God beast. Lao EB pouts. You just worry about yourself. Deep 2 cautiously approaches the large chest, thinking to himself. The 10 hidden class scrolls are almost mine. When he opens it, he sees 2 items, a piece of parchment and a stone. He curses silently. Damn, even the stuff in here is different. A bad feeling rises. He looks up and meets the Yin God beast's stare. Dorothy reacts immediately, using ice shock to freeze it. She yells, Why aren't you running? What are you waiting for? Deep 2 startles and grabs the items, running. Big Sister Dao, save me! Dorothy quickly casts 5 lightning arrays, stunning the Yin God beast for a moment. Deep 2 takes the chance to check the 2 items. The parchment seems to have a special use. Cooldown stone. Heavenly rank powers up skill cooldowns. This cooldown stone has immense power. It can reset the cooldown time of other items regardless of level. Cooldown time 3 days. Lao EB's eyes bulge. You little brat, you've hit the jackpot again. Deep 2 can't hide his excitement. Whoa, it's heavenly rank. Reset cooldown time. Does that mean the brutal medallion's cooldown is just 3 days? At that moment, the Yin God beast staggers on one knee from the stun. Dorothy asks Deep 2, What about this boss? Kill it or not, Deep 2 decides firmly. Kill it, Big Sister Dao. Go all out for me. Dorothy nods with determination. Then I'll unleash hell. She casts 5 more lightning spells, making the Yin God beast roar in pain and rage. Deep 2 frowns. What's this boss screaming about? Lao EB wonders. Is it ticked off? Deep Teo suddenly feels a bad omen. Is it? At that moment, the cave starts shaking. A massive dragon claw breaks through the wall. He panics. Oh no, it's calling the giant dragon. Lao EB. It's the giant dragon. Dorothy yells. Why aren't you running? What are you waiting for? Run. Why do we always have to run like this? Deep Teo pants. Because we can't win. This doesn't make sense. How can this yin god beast summon a giant dragon? Lao EB shouts. You little brat, it's catching up. Why don't you ask yourself? Dorothy guesses. I think they're probably neighbors. She quickly uses a slow skill, but the yin god beast is fully enraged and immune. Damn, this thing's gone berserk and isn't affected by slows. Run faster, Lao EB urges. Hurry up, kid, it's right on your tail. Deep Teo suddenly stops gritting his teeth. It's in berserk mode. It wants to take us down with it. In that case, I'll send it off. Dorothy glares. It's level 100, and you're only level 12. Don't be stupid. Deep Teo calmly retorts. I have the cooldown stone and the brutal medallion, so let's test the firepower. Huh, Dorothy, she yells. With those odds, you're still betting you're throwing your life away. Die for me. Deep Teo activates the brutal medallion and attacks, dealing only 242 damage. He pales seriously. Just that much damage. Am I that unlucky? Lao EB smirks. You little brat, I'm not cleaning up your mess if you die. But suddenly the yin god beast vomits blood, its body pierced with a huge hole. Brutal kill deducts 932,642. The system announces target's HP below 20%, forcing critical death effect. Congratulations, you've successfully killed the level 100 bizarre yin god beast boss. Ding, you've leveled up to 13. Ding, your pet has leveled up to 13. Ding, you've leveled up to 20. Ding, your pet has leveled up to 20. Ding, your level has reached the current limit and can't increase further. Deep Teo laughs heartily. Haha, jumped straight to level 20. That's awesome. Dorothy is stunned. Is this even real? A level 100 bizarre boss killed by a level 12 newbie? At the same time, in the newbie village, the system broadcasts a global announcement. Player Deep Teo from Daiha has successfully killed the level 100 bizarre yin god beast boss, achieving the first bizarre boss kill. Fame value plus 500 attributes plus 50 for the Daiha region, and a special announcement. People around buzz with excitement. What? A level 100 boss is dead. What the heck? This is insane. Are we even playing the same game? Wow, that's wild. First level 100 boss kill, is that even humanly possible? This is way too overpowered. I think this game must have a glitch. Otherwise, Deep Teo can't be a regular player. There must be something fishy. Damn, if he's willing, I'd adopt him as my son. I don't usually idolize anyone, but now I just want to bow down to this Deep Teo guy. Wow, you guys have no shame? Don't you have dads? Why claim someone else? Saying that I want to bow down to this Deep Teo guy. The point is, you're trying to steal my dad. What do you mean it's hacking? Definitely hacking. Yeah, how could a level 12 newbie kill a level 100 boss? It has to be hacking. Ha ha, who cares if it's hacking? As long as Daiha benefits. We've been outshone by other countries, but now we have someone like this. It's a surprise. I wonder if the mastermind behind this is related to this Daiha player. On this side, the secret cave starts shaking violently. Deep Teo panics. Oh no, the boss's death angered the dragon. The cave's about to collapse. Why aren't you running? Don't just wait to die, he adds quickly. I haven't grabbed the loot yet. Dorothy doesn't say a word and opens a portal. Still want the loot. Don't you value your life? I've opened the teleport. If you don't go, it's too late. Deep Teo sighs helplessly. Life comes first. Then the group hurries through the portal and escapes, leaving the secret cave entrance in ruins. Dorothy sighs in relief. I haven't had a thrill like that in ages. Lao EB is still shaking. I almost lost my life. When I get back, I need to party hard to shake it off. Deep Teo nods gratefully. Good thing you have the portal, Big Sister Dao. Otherwise, we couldn't have gotten out. Suddenly, the sky darkens. Deep Teo looks up in shock at the giant dragon from before staring down. Holy treasure, giant dragon of heavenly fire. Level undetermined, attributes undetermined. He despairs. It's not over yet. Holy judgment, giant dragon. We're done for. Run, the group bolts. Lao EB yells while running. Why are we running again? Dorothy pants. If we don't run, we're really dead. I'm out first. Remember to transfer the Holy Spirit Spring location and the reward to me. Half an hour later, Deep Teo's group finally makes it back to Windleaf City and meets Sophia. Here's the Holy Spirit Spring location. Sophia's eyes widen. You actually got this from the maze. You're incredible. Deep Teo shrugs casually. For me, it's as easy as flipping my hand. Lao EB pouts sarcastically. Almost died and now you're acting cool. Deep Teo turns to Sophia eagerly. Now that we have the scroll, how do I unlock the hidden class? Sophia nods. Well, this parchment doesn't seem to be a class change scroll. Deep Teo frowns. Not a class change scroll. What do you mean? Sophia smiles. According to Master Sun, this parchment can activate your body's potential and unlock your unique class. Come with me. Sophia leads Deep Teo to another room. He looks around in surprise. I never knew this estate had a secret room like this. In my past life, I didn't even notice it. At that moment, a middle-aged man approaches. Hello, young man. I'm Sun, the one you're looking for. Deep Teo bows respectfully. Hello, Master Sun. I'm here for the hidden class change. Sun nods thoughtfully. I thought no one in the world would change classes this way anymore, but here you are. If so, I'll handle your class change. Are you ready? Deep Teo replies without hesitation. I'm ready and can't wait. Sun smiles. Good, this parchment will awaken your original power from within. Follow your heart's guidance. Don't be afraid, don't resist. As the crystal orbs around Deep Teo light up, Sun exclaims, This is impossible. All 5 orbs are activated. Sophia asks curiously. Master Sun, is this the ultra-high class change you mentioned? Sun nods. Yes, do you see the 5 crystal orbs next to him? That's the sign of potential. Back when I changed classes, only 3 activated. This not only breaks human limits, but activates all 5 and overflows. Is this young man even human? Sophia hears this, her eyes sparkling with interest. Could Deep Teo really not be mortal? Ding system announcement. Ding, congratulations on successfully completing the Beast Tamer class change quest, Dragon's Whisper. Ding, you've successfully changed to the unique hidden class Dragon Speaker. Ding, due to added mysterious energy, your class rank has increased. Ding, due to added mysterious energy, you've broken your class rank limit and successfully changed to the unique God-level hidden class Beastmaster. Deep Teo feels the power surging and exclaims excitedly, No wonder it's a hidden class. I feel a massive power rising in me. 4 classes. Beastmaster, Heavenly Destiny, God-level Strength. 1. You have the original body of a god standing tall between heaven and earth. All final attribute growths plus 100%. Heavenly Destiny Magic Origin Level 1. As a beast controller, you've initially merged with godly power. Spirit value, plus 100% strength value, plus 100%. Heavenly Destiny God Level Beast Tamer's Book Level 1. You have the original power of the gods, mastering everything, and gaining blueprints for beast taming equipment. God Beast's Claw. Heavenly Destiny. God Beast Aura Level 1. As the beast controller, your beasts under command are baptized with godly power. Beast attributes plus 30%. 4 Heavenly Destinies Taming God Beasts, Level 1. Your beast control has reached its peak. All your beasts gain 30% of your supreme attributes. Beastmaster. This attribute is insanely overpowered. Sun stares in disbelief. I can't believe it. Someone actually changed to the legendary Beastmaster. This controls the supreme power of God beasts. Each level up gives 40 attribute points. Deep Teo smiles contentedly. This attribute boost is unbelievable. But this Holy Beast Tamer set comes with a blueprint for forging equipment, and it's accompanied by a blueprint. This is interesting. Not only that, the equipment can level up, and it's already epic level right from the start. The materials needed for crafting are really rare. I guess I'll have to kill monsters to get them. The class change is done. Thank you, Master Sun. You've really surprised everyone. Lady Sophia excitedly exclaims, Deep Teo, you've really surprised everyone. Sun pats his shoulder and laughs. Young man, you've stepped into the divine realm with superhuman potential. Lao EB teases, You little brat, you're something else. Deep Teo confidently replies, It seems I'll reach the peak in this life. But first I need to create the God Beast's Claw. Today in the newbie area, the 3 head to the trial grounds. One speaks, Greetings, respected Guardian. I want to start the Abyss trial. The Guardian observes and asks, Your gear is good. What level Abyss trial are you challenging? The leader confidently replies, I'll challenge the Abyss trial solo. The Guardian nods, not too surprised. Another solo Abyss trial challenger. He laughs. I love challenges. Even if I die, I won't regret it. The 2 women with him say from outside, Boss, we'll wait for your good news. He nods firmly. Don't worry. You won't wait long. The guardian opens the trial gate and smiles. You otherworldly guests are all extraordinary. But only 5 minutes later, the man rushes out, disheveled, screaming, "Help save me!" The red-haired girl asks in surprise, "Boss, what happened?" The green-haired girl quickly supports the heavily injured boss. And then, he pants, face drained of color. "Too scary. Let's get out of here. It's the mutated monsters inside." The green-haired girl quickly supports the heavily injured boss. "Take the healing potion right away." The red-haired girl hands it over. "Here." It seems not everyone can solo the Abyss trial. Meanwhile, in the level 20 Abyss trial at Grand Canyon, Deep Teo casually checks his messages. Class teacher Ms. Lee messages, "Is anyone else in our class playing this game? I just saw Chu Hong and Tan Yin Yin reply to me. The school is tallying the number of students." Vung Kun replies, "Yes, I just saw Chu Hong and Tan Yin Yin. It seems everyone's in this game." Lu Lum gratefully says, "Oh, and Chu Hong, thanks for the reminder. If not for you warning me not to leave the newbie village, I'd have died to monsters by now." Vung Kun agrees. "Exactly. I warned my family too. I just checked the news. So many people have died in this apocalypse. It scared me to death." Li Lei sighs in relief. "Yeah, good thing we have Chu Hong. Our class seems to have no casualties. I heard Vung Min from the next class was killed by monsters on the plains." Chu Hong humbly says, "Ha, it's nothing. Tan Yin Yin and I played the closed beta, so we just know a bit more." Vung Kun suddenly asks, "By the way, has anyone seen Diep Teo? I haven't seen him in a while." Li Lei worries, "Haven't seen him. Is something wrong with him? This time is really dangerous, but there's no sign of him." Vung Kun hesitates. "Deep Teo might—" Li Lei interrupts. "No way! Isn't Deep Teo great at games?" Deep Teo closes the message, thinking, "I don't want them to know who I am, so I'll stay low-key to level up safely." He turns to his pet. "Come on, Tu Hoi." Tu Hoi immediately swings its dragon claw, dealing 364 damage and smashing the stone man. From its body drops two two-handed rock sword greatswords, black gold rank effects not appraised. Deep Teo cheers. "Great job, Tu Hoi." But before the joy settles, footsteps echo. Deep Teo turns and sees another stone man. The Abyss Guard. King level 20. HP, undetermined strength, 3,000. Constitution, undetermined agility, 2,000. Spirit, 3,000 talents. Unknown skills, unknown. "Whatever comes from the Abyss belongs to the Abyss," Deep Teo exclaims. "A king-level boss. Good thing it's only level 20. He lifts the greatsword and shouts, "Tu Hoi, charge first! I'll cover you!" Lao Ebi thinks silently, "Cover from you where?" On the other side at the trial grounds, the boss has died. The red-haired girl frowns. The boss died in the trial. The green-haired girl is stunned. "Impossible. We followed Diep Teo's leveling route exactly." The red-haired girl angrily says that Deep Teo must have exploited some glitch to pass the Abyss trial. It's very likely. Just then, the system broadcasts, "Player Diep Teo from Dai Ha has passed the level 20 Abyss trial, becoming the first in history to do so, receiving an epic item, the Courage Stone. Dai Ha Warzone points +1. After the announcement, both girls are speechless. "This," Deep Teo smirks. "Easy as pie." But seeing no items drop, he's a bit disappointed. Nothing dropped, just an Abyss stone fragment. The game announces, "Killing the Wanderer dropped the first fragment." Now the guard dropped the second. What the heck is this? Is it some divine equipment that needs combining? Lao EB interrupts, "You dreaming kid!" Deep Teo sighs and opens the portal. "Whatever, we'll deal with it as it comes." Head back to the city. As soon as he steps out, the three guards crowd around warmly. "Congratulations, brave one. You've passed the trial and here's your reward." They hand him an epic hero stone. Description: possesses extraordinary power and can be used to enhance the hero emblem. Whoa, an item to upgrade the hero emblem. Let's upgrade it now. Hero emblem legendary rank. Description: proof of a brave man. Only those who pass the Abyss trial deserve it. It's the highest honor of the Empire. After enhancing with the hero stone, the emblem becomes much stronger. 4 basic attributes. +50, all resistance attributes. +5% fortitude. +3, hero's strength, passive. When HP drops below 30% strength, +10% spirit, +10% for 5 minutes. 4, Deep Teal shouts excitedly. Ha success! It's a legendary emblem. With this legendary emblem, going to level 30 areas will be a breeze. Deep Teal hoy, let's go! Suddenly the game announces server maintenance. Log out immediately. Deep Teal is stunned. What? Forced log out to the real world. Other players echo, server maintenance, what the heck? Finally, we can log out of the game. I want to go home. I want to see my mom. Awesome, we can finally return to the real world. Soon all players are forced to log out. In the real world, Deep Teal turns on the news. Following Daiha, Mexico, is also engulfed in the apocalypse. Experts speculate that this supernatural game will gradually sweep the world. Everyone will enter the game through sleep, and it's a problem humanity must face. Where will the future lead? Player Fierce Tiger escaped has died. Is the Abyss trial that terrifying? What will happen to regular players? Where to go, and how? This is the latest news on the apocalypse's progress and rapid leveling discussions. Today, we're lucky to have high-level player Breezy Bamboo. Hello, Breezy Bamboo. You led your team through the difficult leveling trial and are now outside. Please share your experience. Does death in the trial affect reality? The answer is being broadcast live. Deep Teal is curious. Breezy Bamboo, that's an odd ID. Interesting. Let's see what makes him special. He watches the screen. Breezy Bamboo replies, I can only say I was lucky. Also, I want to correct that I didn't pass the leveling trial alone. I led my team through it by chance. So regarding the current situation, entering sleep means logging into the game, which is fact. What are your thoughts? The government still can't explain the apocalypse's existence. Surviving the apocalypse isn't as simple as it seems. But we know Deep Teal is also a player from Daiha. He passed the Abyss trial even twice. You as a top player, what do you think about that? I have to say I can't compare to Deep Teal, because even if all the other players on the leaderboard combined, they might not be his match. Elsewhere, a young master watches the live stream, even if the rest on the leaderboard combined aren't his match. Someone like that, if he works for me, I'd have absolute power in this apocalyptic game. Uncle Fu used all our resources to investigate Deep Teal's info. An old man bows. Yes, young master, I'll go right away. Deep Teal sits at home pondering. The game has server maintenance forcing all players to log out. Players can only enter through sleep. It seems the game's invasion is slower than in my past life, but this is a great chance for me to level up quickly. And for a beast Tamir, level 30 is a key milestone, because at level 30 players get an extra beast slot. But first, let's not think about that. I need to reach level 30. The next day, Deep Teal logs back in and heads to the level 30 area marker, the Grey Mist Valley. Deep Teal immediately orders Tu Hoi to use a stunning attack. Tu Hoi uses its roar to stun the two stone men. That's it, Tu Hoi. You're getting stronger by the day. Ha ha! Then Deep Teal orders Tu Hoi to unleash flames, smashing the stone men. Smash the stone men. Excellent. At the same time, the system announces Deep Teal and Tu Hoi have reached level 24. Ha ha! Leveled up again. In the newbie village, the crowd looks at the leaderboard in shock. Whoa, levels are skyrocketing. Now he's twice as far ahead of second place. Nothing's more ridiculous. What a freak. Is he using hacks? I don't believe it. Breezy Bamboo muses. I thought as levels rise, it'd get harder and other players could catch up. But the gap has widened even more. His teammates quickly console, our enemy was never Deep Teal. You're already outstanding at this level, boss. You might not beat the top, but you're way ahead of second. That's solid, yeah. And we're holding third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. At that moment at Newbie Village 9527 behind the giant dragon's lair, two dragons are in a heated argument. That egg's been gone for days. How could you just sleep soundly in the dark? The holy treasure, radiant giant dragon. As the dragon race's prophet says sternly, you bear the fate of our race. Don't you sense that disgusting aura on that human? The holy treasure, heavenly annihilation. Giant dragon asks, are you talking about those creepy gods? No, how is that possible? Just an ordinary human. How could he have the power to possess that ability? Kwangdu Kulong firmly replied, I am the prophet of the dragon clan. I see more than you, and I am willing to put the future of my clan into the hands of this mortal. Thiendik Kulong immediately retorted, no, don't jump to conclusions like that. Then both dragons simultaneously spread their wings and soared into the sky. There's no time left, as the prophet of the dragon clan, the one who holds the fate of the entire race. The heavenly winged giant dragon hesitated before asking, Does that human have some kind of disgusting aura on him? The radiant giant dragon bowed his head and immediately dismissed it. Are you talking about that creepy god? No, that's impossible. How could a lowly human like that have such abilities? As the prophet of this dragon clan, he affirmed confidently, I am the prophet of the dragon race. I see more than you do, and I'm willing to entrust the future of our race to this mortal. The heavenly winged giant dragon roared in fierce protest, No, don't affirm that so soon. Not wanting to argue further, the radiant giant dragon flapped his wings and flew away, leaving a warning, There's no time left. The darkness will cross through time and space and swallow everything. This mortal is the last hope. Hurry and follow me. The heavenly winged giant dragon still doubted and repeated his skeptical question. I told you this is the last hope. Is our dragon race really going to entrust our survival to a mere mortal? At the same time, in the main city of Windleaf, an excited voice rang out among the crowd. It was tough, but we finally made it to the main city of Windleaf. The young man with glasses eagerly confirmed, That's right, besides Night Xiao, we're the first players to reach the main city of Windleaf. The person next to him nodded in agreement. That's correct. Suddenly in the sky, two massive dragons appeared accompanied by terrified screams, Help! The players looked up in shock and exclaimed, Are those giant dragons? Yasha was grabbed by one of the dragons and panicked, yelling, Somebody save me! The sacred treasure giant dragon has captured someone. The radiant giant dragon roared with authority, Stop yelling! Do you think anyone has the power to save you? He dragged Yasha away, leaving echoes of cries for help. Help! The three remaining players stood on the ground, stunned, and exclaimed, I've never seen a giant dragon that big before. Another one added with a trembling voice, And it looks like that giant dragon just grabbed someone. That's Night Xiao, no way. The young man with glasses calmly analyzed. Even if you reach level 100, you couldn't have any connection to a giant dragon like that. The blonde guy panicked and asked, Boss, what do we do? Do we chase after them or not? The young man with glasses snapped firmly. Chase what? That's a sacred treasure giant dragon. It could blow on us and we'd all be dead. Just a few seconds later, on the online forums, the hot news spread. Breaking news, a massive dragon boss appeared outside Windleaf, one of the main cities, and an unlucky player has been captured. The rumor continued to spread as the big shot Qing Feng Shui Ju revealed shockingly, the unlucky player is suspected to be Night Xiao captured by the giant dragon. What does that mean? Regular players, we won't say top players won't say, but even the number one on the leaderboard isn't an exception. The player community buzzed with discussion. Have you heard the great god Night Xiao has been captured by two massive dragons? Another person excitedly speculated, if that's the case, then Night Xiao is probably dealing with the giant dragon right now. No wonder his level is so high. If a giant dragon takes him for leveling, he'd level up like crazy. Another player chimed in, what is that true? I've never even seen a giant dragon. I'm so jealous. Another voice dreamily said, if I got that kind of treatment, I'd probably be level 30 by now. Finally, a player sighed, the great god Night Xiao can interact with creatures of that level. It's incredibly surprising. At the same time, at a mysterious altar of the dragon clan, Ye Xiao was released. He looked at the two dragons in front of him puzzled and thought, why do these two dragons look so familiar? Ibimong roared accusingly, You talk too much! Have you forgotten all the good things you've done? I told you not to mess with those giant dragons. Ye Xiao broke into a sweat upon hearing that and thought, this is bad. I stole an egg from one and a nest from the other. It looks like things are going to get ugly. Suddenly, the Heaven Destroyer giant dragon bowed and examined him. Mortal, aren't you afraid? Ye Xiao replied stiffly, trying to act tough. If you want to kill me, go ahead, do as you please. But in his heart, he bitterly thought, how could he not be afraid? Who wouldn't be scared? That guy is just a pup. The radiant giant dragon also leaned down, his voice gentler. Mortal, you don't need to be afraid, because the dragon egg you took is the last hope of our clan. I brought you here to grant you an opportunity. Ye Xiao asked in surprise, are you talking about Little Gray? Hearing that name, the heavenly winged giant dragon roared angrily, Little Gray, what kind of nonsense is that? How could you give our dragon clan such an ugly name? Ye Xiao backed away in fear and quickly defended, why not? Little Gray really likes that name. The radiant giant dragon interjected to remind, time is running out. We should get to the main point. The heavenly winged giant dragon nodded in agreement. All right, Immediately, the two dragons flew up and chanted in unison, "In the name of the dragon god! In the name of the dragon god!" Watching the two dragons throw themselves into the magic array and keep chanting, Ye Xiao panicked and begged, "What are you doing to me?" "I was just kidding earlier. As long as you spare my life, I'll do anything." Ibimong panicked and quickly disassociated. "I'm not really close to him. The egg-stealing thing has nothing to do with me." The energy from the two giant dragons was absorbed by the dragon eye in the stone statue. Finally, the two giant dragons disappeared, turning into two beams of light that entered the dragon eye. From the dragon's mouth, a beam of light shot straight at Ye Xiao, accompanied by a majestic voice. "Bestow the blessing of the giant dragon clan. Receive the infusion of the divine dragon's power." At the same time, on the Doomsday forums, a series of news exploded. Today's bulletin, the Great Shia Kingdom still holds the advantage, occupying the top 100 in the Storm Revival rankings. The second position on the list has changed again. Jaded Knight Wanderer has shown the strength of a top assassin and quickly reached level 14, successfully replacing Bright Moon's position, and even widened the gap. The news continued to shock. Knight Xiao still tops the rankings, but his level hasn't changed in 3 days. Is the new god falling after being captured by the giant dragon? Knight Xiao has maintained level 30 for over 3 days. What's the secret behind this? Players curiously asked, "Does anyone know what's going on now? What exactly happened to Knight Xiao?" One person replied, "I don't know, this big shot is like a dragon, you only see the head, not the tail. But based on his previous level, something unexpected has probably happened." Another commented, "That's insane, getting captured by a giant dragon like that is some special thrill." Another opinion speculated, "Does the giant dragon have that kind of taste? You guys think, did Night God make some deal with the giant dragon? Like getting the giant dragon to take him for leveling to go that fast?" A player joked, "Now that he's reached that level, it's time to pay the price. Might as well collect his assets. Ha ha, he must have used some special tricks to dominate the top spot." Another added, "Now that his tricks are exposed, he's being punished." A player claiming to have inside info bragged, "Let me tell you, I have a friend who knows some inside info. This time, Knight Xiao is done for. Don't say 3 days, he won't get out in 30 days. Someone challenged the person with inside info. "Who's your friend?" Even top gods like Bright and Moon say they don't know. "Which top god is your friend from?" The other replied, "I can't explain it clearly to you because your vision is too narrow. Do you know that there are experts in the civilian world? Even top gods are far behind." Meanwhile, where Ye Xiao stood, the system notification kept ringing, ding. "Congratulations, you've received the blessing of the divine dragon and become even stronger." Another notification continued, ding. "You've received the blessing of the divine dragon. Congratulations, your pet little gray has received the blessing of the divine dragon and become stronger." Ye Xiao and Ibimong sat on the ground holding their heads and groaning, "My head hurts so much." A moment later, Ye Xiao stood up, looked around confused, and asked, "Where are we? Where did those two dragons go? This seems to be a level 40 area." Excited again, Ye Xiao quickly opened the system to check his profession: wealth, god, innate talent. Money flows in. Innate talent, not a penny slips. Innate talent, universal blessings. Innate talent, unmatched charm. Innate talent, wealth, God's strength. All of them are still at level 1. He wondered, how long did the dragon god's blessing take, but why don't I feel any changes in my attributes? Is it in the skills? It doesn't seem to have changed either. Are you kidding? It seems like there's an extra skill money shield. He opened the info panel and discovered the new update, innate active talent, money shield, as the wealth god money is your support. After activating this skill, you'll receive shield points equivalent to 1% of the gold on you. This skill has no cooldown and no time limit. The shield can resist physical damage, special damage, attribute damage, and is immune to conditions like shield break, instant kill, or one-shot. Note: after taking damage, the gold on you will be automatically consumed. Yasha was stunned. Every 100 gold can be converted into 1 shield point. If so, my current gold balance is 1.81 billion, which means I can get 18,000 shield points. Holy crap, is this skill for real? And it has no cooldown. This is basically making me fly. Ibimong jumped over shocked and exclaimed, "You've stepped on dog shit luck again." But Ye Xiao thought, if the wealth god profession has a new talent skill, then doesn't the divine beast controller? A series of info panels appeared: profession divine beast controller. Innate talent power of the gods. Innate talent root magic. Innate talent divine pet equipment. Innate talent all light divine beast. Innate talent divine beast domain. Innate talent unlimited taming. You are the divine beast controller. You've comprehended the truth of taming and can control an unlimited number of pets. Yasha was shocked. Oh my god, unlimited taming and unlimited number of pets. Yasha and Ebimong excitedly shouted, awesome! Even the royal beast tamer only has 3 core pets and a brat like you has no limits. Yasha looked at his hands and marveled. This is insane. Is this real? Am I dreaming? Thinking about it, he knelt down and respectfully bowed to the Dragon God brothers. Dragon Gods, from now on, your little brother will roll with you guys. When I get back, I'll definitely light incense for you 2 Dragon God brothers. I'll thank your 8 generations of ancestors. This is absolutely amazing. A moment later, Ye Xiao appeared in the level 30 training hall. The soldier recognized him and respectfully asked, So, it's Lord Ye Xiao. May I ask if you want to enter the Abyss trial? Ye Xiao nodded, yes. The soldier replied, Please wait a moment. A short while later, the entrance to the Abyss trial opened. The soldier made way and wished him luck. Lord Ye Xiao, good luck to you. Ye Xiao happily responded, Thanks. Stepping into the instance, he saw a land covered in white snow. Ye Xiao shivered and complained, It's so cold! I should have worn more if I knew it was this cold. Suddenly, a snowball rolled toward him, catching his attention. The snowball grew bigger and bigger. Ebimong panicked and urged, Get out of the way. The snowball shattered. Ebimong irritably burrowed out and scolded, Why didn't you put up your shield? Ye Xiao suddenly remembered, Oh, right, I have a shield. At that moment, a massive snow monster roared and charged. Ye Xiao waved his hand and ordered, Little Gray, show him what you're made of. Little Gray charged in and used Dragon Emperor Breath to attack. In one hit, the snow monster fell. The system notified, Congratulations, you've successfully killed the mutated snowman White Fluff. Ye Xiao was stunned. It died in one blow. Have you seen it clearly? Old man Ebimong was also stunned. A series of info about Little Gray appeared, nickname Little Gray. Type Sky Giant Dragon, level Mythic, level 30. Status Health Points, Magic Points. Basic attributes Strength 7, 066, Physique 675, Spirit 1, 589, Agility 6, 949. Talent Absolute Suppression. The Sky Giant Dragon is a mythic pet with natural suppression over lower-level creatures. After carrying the luck of the Dragon Clan, it has become much stronger. Adds 30% damage to mythic creatures, 50% to creatures below mythic, and reduces damage received from all types by 50%. Dragon King, the Sky Giant. Dragon is the supreme existence of the Dragon Clan, the one who received the Dragon God's blessing, and is the absolute leader of dragon creatures. It creates suppression, adds 100% damage, and reduces damage taken by 50%. Mythic Bloodline. The Sky Giant Dragon is a mythic pet with immense power. When the Sky Giant Dragon levels up, it receives increases to all attributes. Health Recovery, 500 plus 1% health per second. Magic Recovery, 500 plus 1% magic points per second. Increases health by 200%, increases magic by 200%. Skill Dragon Roar, a skill that slows and stuns groups. When the Sky Giant Dragon roars, it shakes the world. All enemy creatures within 50 meters are stunned for 2 seconds regardless of level or type. Cooldown 30 seconds, consumes 5% magic points. Dragon Emperor's Fury is a unique talent skill. When the Sky Giant Dragon falls into an extremely angry state and is determined to destroy everything, it causes percentage strength plus physique physical damage to creatures within 500 meters regardless of target. Cooldown 80 days. After activating this skill, attributes are permanently reduced by 5%, and the Sky Giant Dragon will fall into a deep sleep for 5 days. Dragon Emperor Breath, a single target attack skill. The Sky Giant Dragon breathes out flames that burn everything, dealing 500% strength plus spirit damage to the locked target. This skill cannot be dodged. Cooldown 5 seconds, consumes 2% magic points. Dragon Emperor Fang's giant dragons are the nemesis of magic. The Sky Giant Dragon is the king of the Dragon Clan, silencing all magic. Deals 500% strength plus spirit magic damage to the 5 nearest enemies and forces them into a magic band state for 10 seconds. Consumes 10% magic points, cooldown 30 seconds. Dragon God's Power. The Sky Giant Dragon received the Dragon God's Blessing, increasing all attributes by 100%. Yasha read it and exclaimed in shock, "Little Gray like this is way too overpowered." Suddenly, a group of mutated snowmen rushed in, making Yasha panic and shout, "How did so many monsters show up in a flash?" Little Gray excitedly roared. Yasha ordered, "Little Gray, is this enough for you to play with? Kill them for me!" Little Gray charged into the group and breathed fire fiercely. Half an hour later, the last monster fell. The system notified, "Ding, congratulations, you've successfully killed the Abyss Scout at King level." Yasha stepped forward smugly. "Haha, King level. And it couldn't even take one hit." Ebby Mong pouted and mocked, "What are you so proud of? Have you forgotten how pathetic you were at the beginning?" Right after the server-wide announcement rang, system news player Ye Xiao from Great Xia has passed the Abyss promotion trial and become the first hero in history to complete the level 30 Abyss trial. Received the Executor Radiant Stone item. Hero points in the Great Xia region increased by 1. The player community boiled over. Holy crap. No wonder Night God has been quiet these past few days. He must have been hiding a big move. You guys didn't believe it. Another person proudly said, "See, I told you. With a god like this in Great Xia, tremble you mortals. Damn it, how can someone come back after being captured by a dragon? Great Xia's advantage has widened again. No way. Haha, I said it. How could a character like that die so early? As expected from me. Passing the level 30 Abyss trial. This guy's potential is bottomless." A voice full of ambition said, "Let's go back to the city. I want to meet this interesting guy in person. Once I recruit him, the game will really get exciting." The person next to him replied, "Yes, sir." Meanwhile, Ye Xiao stepped out of the instance looking at the new item in his hand. The system notified, "Abyss Stone Fragment 3 grade unknown cannot be appraised." He wondered, how many fragments are there for the third one? He picked up another item. The system notified, Hero's Radiant Stone Executor grade. Description: a rare material created by infusing light power into a hero's stone. It can enhance the hero badge and is only for strong warriors. Ye Xiao was surprised. I didn't expect this hero's radiant stone to be useful. It can even enhance the hero badge. When I get back, I'll find the blacksmith again. This time I have to make him give me a discount. As Ye Xiao left, the soldier saw him off. "Lord Ye Xiao, take care." Ye Xiao waved. "Okay, see you later." A moment later in the main city of Windleaf, Ye Xiao, with his red first-class citizen title, walked along, pulling up his hood to cover his face and observing around. It seems like the people in the Lord of Windleaf's city have increased a lot. Abby Mong commented, "After all, you've been missing for a few days." Ye Xiao nodded. "Let's go first appraise this gear." But he hadn't gone far when he was surprised. Why are there so many people? Pushing into the crowd, Ye Xiao called out loudly, "Hey boss, appraise my gear for me." The boss didn't even look and snapped, "Get in line, don't bother me." Suddenly he turned back, startled at the first-class citizen title, and quickly changed his attitude. "I thought it was someone else, turns out it's the god of wealth. Please come in, sir." Seeing this, the people in line murmured, "Who is this guy?" "A first-class citizen." Can a first-class citizen cut in line? As Ye Xiao took out the items, the boss was shocked. "This is a hero badge." Ye Xiao requested, "First help me enhance this." The boss quickly agreed, Okay, I'll enhance it. Something this valuable, if it breaks, I couldn't afford to compensate." The people around curiously asked, "What good stuff is that?" "It doesn't look like much, just some ragged badge." The boss hammered it, and finally the badge glowed brightly. The system showed Legendary Grade Hero Badge. Description: this is proof of a hero only for those who have passed the Abyss trial. This is the Empire's highest honor. After 2 enhancements, it has become even stronger. Basic attributes, plus 100 to all attributes, plus 5% resistance, plus 3 fortitude. Hero's Strength Passive. When health drops below 30%, strength increases by 10%. Spirit increases by 10%. The crowd shielded their eyes and exclaimed in shock, "What? Is that legendary grade gear? It's blinding my dog eyes." Ye Xiao took the badge a bit disappointed. "It's just legendary grade. It seems like there's no way to upgrade it further." The people around started guessing, is this guy the great god Night Xiao? It has to be. No wonder he passed the Abyss trial. With gear this strong, he's totally overpowered. They rushed over, chattering, "Great God Knight Xiao, can we be friends? I'm your fan." Another begged, "Great God, where did you get your gear? Can you share a bit?" "Of course I can pay, name your price." Another pleaded, "Great God, can you take me with you? My sister is gorgeous, the school beauty. I can introduce her to you." A girl chimed in, "Great God, I'm your long-lost sister-in-law. My sister is wearing black fishnets today. Add me and I'll send you pics. If you don't like that, I can wear them too." The boss quickly intervened. "Everyone quiet down. Don't disrupt my business." Ye Xiao didn't mind and took out a pile of gear. "Looks like it's hard to stay low-key. Boss appraised these pieces for me, too." The boss pushed the crowd aside and replied, "Sure, no problem. I'll make sure you're satisfied." Looking at the gear brought out, the crowd got excited. "Holy crap, dark gold gear. My heart can't take this." One person asked, "Great God, you're not using this gear right. How about it name a price?" Another said, "Great God, my dad owns 3 listed companies. Money's not an issue. Sell me 2 pieces, please." The news about Ye Xiao quickly spread across the forums. "Oh my God, the Great God Knight Xiao has appeared in Windleaf City. The appraised gear is dark gold. Everyone come and see the Great God." Someone commented, "Is this reliable? Last time someone said the Great God Knight Xiao appeared, I rushed over and it was fake. I was so mad I almost had a stroke." Another person, "This is more real than gold. Check out these photos." Someone there took them. The location is an appraisal shop in the east of the city. Clear coordinates. I got here right away. In no time, countless players flooded into the main city of Windleaf. "Great God, my dad owns 3 listed companies. Money's not an issue. Sell me 2 pieces. Another, "Please. Price God, where are you today? I must take you as my master. If anyone wants to take him as master, it has to be me first. Who are you?" "Night God, I'm here. I want to have your baby." Ye Xiao quietly slipped away. It seems like no one followed. What should I do now? Everywhere I go, people notice me. It's exhausting. Suddenly, a group of people approached and asked, "Are you Knight Xiao?" Ye Xiao frowned. "What's up?" The person quickly explained, "Don't misunderstand. We mean no harm. We're here to propose a deal." "Oh, a deal? You want to buy dark gold gear?" The person nodded. "Yes, something like that." "Trust me. I can make an offer you can't refuse." Ye Xiao laughed. "Ha ha! If you can shell out a few billion gold for this dark gold gear, I really couldn't refuse." He thought to himself, "Oh, how did such an arrogant guy show up? Even more arrogant than me. In my previous life, there wasn't anyone like this, but I do remember that assassin. He was one of the top assassins in my previous life, didn't want to join any forces, and just liked to act alone." The person stayed calm. "Honestly, seeing you dominate the leaderboard, I think you're full of potential. You'll definitely achieve great things in the future, but it seems like you haven't realized the huge benefits that controlling the wind in this game can bring to the real world." Ye Xiao thought, "Let us see what he's painting." The person continued, "I don't like making empty promises about money, status, or women. As long as you ask, I can provide it, so make your decision. I'm looking forward to you joining us." Ye Xiao patted his shoulder. "Kid, the fact that you're coming to cooperate with me shows you recognize my ability. That makes me happy. You're smart about that." Before the person could finish, Ye Xiao condensed a spark and interrupted. "But you're just a kid, like a 13-year-old brat. I really don't like that, so I've decided to send you back to the respawn point to rest." The person was stunned. "What? You dare to attack me? Think carefully. If you do it here." Before he finished, Ye Xiao struck with an instant kill. "You're talking too much nonsense. Did he really dare to kill the young master?" The group tried to rush in, but the assassin stopped them. "Everyone don't move. This is the main city, no killing allowed. The consequences are too much for us." Ye Xiao didn't care and turned to leave. "The money and gear on the ground, consider it severance pay for you guys. Don't follow him. There's no future in it." A guy in the crowd breathed a sigh of relief. "That's scary. He dared to kill in the main city. What a madman." Suddenly a loud shout. "Who's causing trouble here, ignoring the law?" "That's the alarm. The city lord's guards have arrived." Soon a group of soldiers ran over and surrounded them. "No one leaves." The captain stepped forward. Who dared to kill in the main city? Are you tired of living, a first-class citizen? The captain immediately changed his attitude. There must be some misunderstanding here. Even though it's a bit abrupt, sir, could you tell me what happened? I need an explanation. Ye Xiao replied, Nothing big. Some guy threatened me, so I casually took care of it. The captain frowned. What? A commoner dared to offend a first-class citizen. Sir, we handle the city's security. If something like this happens again, let us deal with it so you don't have to get your hands dirty. Ye Xiao. It's fine. I just did it casually. The captain saluted. Thank you for your mercy, sir. If there's nothing else, we'll take our leave. The young master's subordinates turned pale. What is this? The captain shouted, Fall back! A soldier asked, Captain, why not arrest that guy? The captain replied, Are you stupid? I've told you 100 times, patrol carefully. Got it. That guy is a first-class citizen, didn't you see? He's the guy the Duchess is looking for. They say she's been going crazy not finding him these past 2 days. Do you think someone like that can be treated like a regular first-class citizen? If we report this upstairs, we might strike it rich. Understand? The soldier nodded. Oh, I see. The captain is brilliant. 15 minutes later at the Duke's mansion, Sophia sat absent-mindedly. Oh, heavens, are you toying with me? Why is there still no news about Knight Xiao? Suddenly, a servant rushed in. Madam, we have news about Lord Knight Xiao. Sophia excitedly stood up. Really? At the same time, at the respawn point, the young master raged, You bunch of losers, why didn't you fight back? His subordinates hesitated. He dared to kill openly in the main city, so we... The young master interrupted. I was a bit out of control. Anyway, he's already level 30 in the game. It's normal if you guys aren't his match. I anticipated that. I let him think he's on my level. Then I'll show him how stupid it is to mess with me. He turned to the assassin. You have stealth skills, right? Go into the city and get back the gear I dropped. The assassin nodded. Yes, young master. Suddenly a voice came from the roof. No need to go, his gear. I don't want it, but he probably can't use it anymore. The group looked up and saw Ye Xiao holding a staff. This is the respawn area. What are you planning? The alert here is 10 times higher than in the main city. Ye Xiao smirked coldly, his staff glowing. If you don't pull the weeds by the roots, the spring breeze will make them grow back. He cast a fireball, killing the young master. You bastard! His subordinates tried to move, but Ye Xiao warned, I advise you not to move. If not, it's not just him who dies. Killing one is killing. Killing the whole group is still killing. What's the difference? A moment later, the young master respawned and yelled, Ye Xiao, what do you want? I advise you not to go too far. If something happens to me, not just you. Ye Xiao sneered, still talking tough when you're about to die. He cast another fireball, killing him again. The crowd around was shocked. Look, the great god Ye Xiao is killing at the respawn point. Killing at the respawn point isn't asking for deaths. A moment later, seeing the young master not respawning his subordinates, worried, Young master is dead. He can't respawn. He's been forced offline. At that moment, the black-robed enforcer led people over. Who dares to kill here? The assassin smugly said, Ye Xiao, even if you're strong, you can't escape the black-robed enforcer's judgment. Ye Xiao was stunned and thought, the black-robed enforcer is involved. With my current level, facing him directly would be a big loss. He jumped down and raised his hands in surrender. I killed someone. I'll go with you. The enforcer sneered. At least you know better. He signaled the soldiers to take Ye Xiao away. At the same time, in the real world in a villa, the old butler panicked. Young master, wake up. An old man with a cane ran in. What happened? My knee, how is he? The old butler replied, Master, the young master was killed. The old man was stunned. Who killed my knee? I'll make his whole family bury him with us. 30 minutes later, in the Empire's court, the judge asked, Ye Xiao, first-class citizen of the Dragon Phoenix Empire, why did you violate Windleaf City's law and kill at the respawn point? Ye Xiao calmly replied, because that guy brought people to harass and threaten me. To protect the honor of a first-class citizen, I had to kill him. The hall buzzed. Ye Xiao admitted it. He killed 5 times at the respawn point. That's too ruthless. He didn't give the other guy a chance. It's scary. Even the respawn point isn't safe. Offend the great god Ye Xiao and you're done for. Isn't it that in the game, whoever he wants to kill dies? The judge shouted, Order Ye Xiao the killer. Since this is your first offense, I sentence you to permanent banishment from the East District, and you are not allowed to enter this area. Suddenly a voice rang out, Your Honor, the person Ye Xiao killed was just a refugee who dared to offend him. In terms of reason and emotion, this was justified self-defense. Isn't this sentence too unfair? If Ye Xiao is innocent and there's nothing else, everyone turned toward the voice. We can go right? It was Duchess Sophia walking in with 2 guards. The enforcer immediately changed his attitude, respected madam. The enforcer Ader greeted, Lady Sophia, no need for formalities. Sophia said, Ye Xiao is a close friend of mine. I don't want him to suffer any injustice. What do you think, Lord Ader? Ida replied, the madam is right. My previous sentence was too hasty. Yes, according to Windleaf City's law, refugees who offend first-class citizens will be executed. Sophia continued, in that case, why haven't you removed Ye Xiao's cuffs? Ader quickly ordered, remove them now. Sophia said, Lord Ader, if Ye Xiao is innocent and there's nothing else, can we go? Ida replied, any time, respected madam. Sophia said, great, let's go, Ye Xiao. Ye Xiao nodded. All right, Sophia. Ida bowed. We bid you farewell, respected madam. Afterward, Sophia and Ye Xiao left. Ye Xiao said, thank you, Sophia. Sophia smiled. It's nothing. I heard you were captured by dragons, so I sent people everywhere to look for news about you. Now that I see you're safe, I'm really happy. Ye Xiao said, I was indeed captured by 2 massive dragons, but it turned out to be lucky and I gained some rewards. Sophia exclaimed, really? Then you must come back to the Duke's mansion and tell me all about it. Ye Xiao gently kissed her hand. Sure, Sophia. It's been a while. I have a lot to share with you. Sophia blushed. Is that so? Ye Xiao replied firmly. Absolutely true. But Sophia, is Lord Este still at the mansion? I want to ask him about the second job change quest. Sophia repeated in surprise. The second job change quest, you've reached level 30 that fast? A moment later, in the Duke's mansion living room, Este exclaimed in shock. No wonder your soul power filled 5 crystal orbs. Your leveling speed is so fast, even I feel I can't compare. Ye Xiao humbly bowed. Master Este, you're too kind. As for the second job change, I still hope for your guidance. Sophia worriedly interjected. Really? I don't dare to hide it. As for the hidden profession's second job change, even I don't know. Even if you search the 6 regions, I'm afraid no one can give you a clear answer. The domain of the gods is too mysterious. Ye Xiao guessed, if I'm not wrong, you're referring to the Lost Temple, right? Este turned in surprise. Yes, you even know about the Lost Temple. Ye Xiao nodded thoughtfully. I've heard of it, but I don't know where it is. In my mind, if we're talking about the most mysterious places in the world, the Lost Temple must be one of them. He said that your second transformation will be full of hardships. Deep Tiu nodded in agreement. It looks like this second transfer needs a more detailed plan. After discussing, Deep Tiu left. Sophia waved goodbye. Goodbye, Deep Tiu. Remember to come back and find me when you're done. Deep Tiu waved back. Definitely, Sophia. Only you. He muttered thoughtfully, where can I find the Lost Temple? This is like searching for a needle in a haystack. Deep Tiu suggested, don't rush to find the temple yet. We have a more urgent issue to handle right now. She asked him irritably, what else is so important? Deep Tiu replied seriously. If I remember correctly, tomorrow is the first bizarre invasion of the mortal world. She repeated in shock. A bizarre invasion. Deep Tiu confirmed, that's right. When the gateway to the other world opens, countless bizarre creatures from the abyss will flood in. At that time, all living beings in Windleaf City will be slaughtered, and every structure in the city will be destroyed. She shouted in panic. Are you kidding me? Then why don't we run right now? Just the 2 of us trying to protect the city's assets. Don't be delusional. Deep Tiu reassured him. You alone couldn't do it for sure, but to deal with these bizarre creatures, I've thought of someone. Then Deep Tiu opened the portal and called out, Sister Dao, are you there? Seeing Deep Tiu peeking in, Dorothy frowned. Why is it you pesky kid? Coming to me can't mean anything good. She asked warily, have you found another dragon's lair or something? Deep Tiu quickly waved his hand. Don't worry, Sister Dao, this time it's not about dragons. It's happening in Windleaf City, nowhere else. Dorothy still doubted. Are you sure? Then she turned away, not trusting him, and continued. Well, but what kind of danger could there be in Windleaf City that needs me to step in? Are you planning to attack the city lord or fight someone? Dorothy asked suspiciously. Deep Tiu quickly waved his hand and explained, it's not that serious. I just want you to watch over my assets in the West District for a day starting from midnight tonight. The pay will be the same as before. Dorothy still didn't believe it, stepping closer to check. Is that all? Are you hiding something from me, kid? Deep Tew smiled back confidently. Why would I, Sister Dao? We're old acquaintances, so there's nothing to worry about. Hearing that, Dorothy nodded and agreed. All right, I'll be there on time tonight. Seeing that she took the bait, Diep Tiu happily left, not forgetting to remind, Sister Dao, don't stand me up. Ai Meng, standing nearby, chuckled. You've tricked her again. Deep Tiu immediately retorted, Old man, how dare you say that? It's not tricking. Everything I do is for Sister Dao. What do you know? Diep Meng interrupted mockingly. I don't believe you for a second. Deep Tiu gave up changing the subject. Anyway, while we still have time, let's grind a few more levels to prepare fully for the bizarre invasion. At the same time, on the forums, news was buzzing. Diep Tiu has repeatedly killed 5 other players at the respawn point, causing them to die in real life. But with such terrifying power, what can he do next? A hidden powerhouse openly violates the rules, challenges social order, and tramples on human lives. Player identity verification is about to be implemented because this isn't a place for anyone to do as they please. The question is, should we support identity verification in the game and fully cooperate? Seeing the announcement, Deep Tiu just smirked as if watching a show, then said, Starting to build momentum, huh? And using this chance to investigate my identity. He muttered, Priority is to rest up because tonight will be busy. After saying that, Deep Tiu crawled into bed and slept soundly. That evening, a series of players were forced to log in. Everyone panicked and shouted, What the heck is this? I wasn't even asleep yet, and I'm being pulled into the game. Why am I being forced into the game again? Isn't this just like the open beta launch day? It's over, it's over, it's over. I can't log out. Am I going to be forced online for another 9 hours? What's going on? Another player reassured. Even though we can't log out, the monsters won't get into the newbie village. Everyone just stay put inside and you'll be fine. Meanwhile, at Deep Tiu's place, Dorothy yawned and trudged over. He turned to her with a cheeky smile. Sister Dao, right on time. Dorothy had no idea what was up, frowning. In the middle of the night like this, you called me out just to chat. You kids have too much money and don't know where to spend it. Deep Tiu glanced at his watch and replied, Don't rush, Sister Dao. All my shops in the West District will rely on you from now on. All right. Dorothy put her hands on her hips confidently, assuring, Don't worry with me here, not a single brick or tile will be touched. Deep Tiu smiled brightly. With Sister Dao by my side, I feel much more at ease. A moment later, thunder and lightning crashed down. Deep Tiu tensed up and shouted, Sister Dao, hang on! Dorothy looked up, stammering in shock. Oh, there's a rift in the sky! Monsters are pouring out of it. She immediately realized it was a bizarre invasion. The monsters kept appearing with terrifying forms, swarming endlessly. The city guards shouted, Invasion! The bizarre invasion has begun! The whole city is on level 1 alert. No one is allowed to leave the city. Evacuate the crowds immediately, and the mages quickly climbed the city walls. The city's residents were chased by the bizarre creatures, scattering in panic with screams echoing non-stop. Ah, run! Dorothy finally understood, angrily questioning, Kid, how did you know about the bizarre invasion? These level 20-something monsters aren't a problem for me, but what if there's a higher level one? Deep Tiu cut in, encouraging, Sister Dao, you have to believe in yourself. You're a divine sorceress, after all. Before he finished, a massive, bizarre boss approached. Dorothy screamed in horror. Oh no, that's a Lord-level bizarre boss level 100? You've tricked me again, kid. But ever since he showed up, nothing's been easy. Deep Tiu acted like he didn't hear, just repeating, Sister Dao, you promised to protect every brick and tile in the West District for me. Dorothy had no choice but to unleash a lightning bolt at the boss, stopping it. Seeing the boss fall, Deep Tiu excitedly cheered, No wonder it's Sister Dao one shot and you one-hit kill a Lord-level bizarre boss. Dorothy boasted proudly, Did you think I'm just for show? But before she could finish, another boss appeared. She shouted, Why are there more and more? And now there are flying bosses too. Deep Tiu turned to her as she yelled, You brat, stop standing there! Come help out! Deep Tiu smiled and agreed, on it. He called out to Tiu Hoi, Tiu Hoi, it's your turn, go for it! And a massive boss climbed the city walls. The mages up there panicked and screamed, Hurry, don't let it get through. But before they could attack, the boss was hit by a fire pillar and collapsed. System notification. Congratulations, you've killed an elite bazaar boss. Deep Teal worriedly reminded, be careful, Tuhoy. If not, my business spots will be ruined. In a flash, another group of monsters rushed in. Tuhoy, hurry up, Deep Teal urged, and Tuhoy charged in. The system kept notifying, congratulations, you've killed an elite bazaar boss. A moment later, a new notification appeared. Congratulations, you've reached level 32. Deep Teal looked at himself and laughed. Killing bosses really levels you up fast. He turned to Sister Dao. The West District is counting on you. You protect it, and I'll go hunt a few more bosses with Tuhoy. Dorothy looked back and shouted, Kid Deep, do you think I'm some multi-armed monster? Forget it. You have to raise the pay now. Deep Teal agreed immediately. No problem. After fighting a bit more, Deep Teal picked up a dropped item, muttering, There's even a world-grade equipment here? The system describes the Ring of the Corruptor world-grade ring effects not yet identified. Deep Teal was satisfied and ordered, Not bad, Deep Tuhoy, kill a few more bosses. At the same time, outside Windleaf City, a group of people was being chased by a boss and scattering in chaos. Screams filled the air. Run faster, I don't want to die yet. Someone save me. What the heck are these things? Baby, don't scare me. How can I live without you? You bizarre monsters, I'll fight you to the death. A tank warrior charged forward, blocking a swing from the boss. He was level 8 Great Bow Peak, but after one hit he groaned, Boss, I can't hold on much longer. Gentle Breeze Jade Bamboo quickly ordered, Everyone find a way to escape. This boss is too strong, we're no match. Great Bow Peak looked back and yelled, Boss, take the team and run. I can only hold this beast for 5 more seconds. Boss, go now, don't worry about me. Before Gentle Breeze could respond, he was flung away by the boss. The group rushed over, calling, Quang Feng, are you okay? Quang Feng, wake up. Gentle Breeze Jade. Bamboo watched the boss charge again, thinking desperately, Are we all going to die here? Suddenly, a brilliant fire pillar shot out, blasting nearly 8,000 health from the boss, seeing it collapse right in front of them. Gentle Breeze Jade Bamboo was stunned. Oh, the boss got one hit killed. It looks like a young dragon. But Tuhoy didn't pay attention to the group. It roared softly and launched a series of fire pillars burning the other bosses. The group watched in shock. This young dragon is terrifyingly strong. Oh my God, is this your answer to our prayers? After finishing, Deep Teal waved and ordered, Let's go, Tuhoy, there are a few more bosses over there. The call made the group turn around and recognize, That's the great god Da Teal. It's really the great god Da Teal. Gentle Breeze Jade Bamboo hurried after him. Great god Da Teal, wait. Deep Teal stopped and asked, What do you need? They all thanked him eagerly. Great god Da Teal, thank you for saving us. Yes, thank you, great god. If you need anything in the future, even if it's through fire and water, we won't hesitate. Deep Teal chuckled lightly and waved it off. No need for that, it was just on my way. He paused and added, By the way, the West District is much safer now. He paused for a moment and added, By the way, the West City area is much safer now. If you don't want to keep fighting the boss, you can go there. Hearing the guidance, the group admired even more. God Da Teal is really awesome. If I were a woman, I'd definitely have a son for him. Someone joked, Oh, come on, stop arguing. Hurry and pick up the gear, then head to the West District. Deep Teal continued on his way, muttering, Killing these regular monsters takes too much time. Tuhoy, let's go to the city gate. That's the main battlefield for the Bazaar invasion. At the same time in the West District, the scene was gradually clearing up. Gentle Breeze. Jade Bamboo's group entered and sighed. Great God, Da Teal was right. The West District is much safer. One person wondered, if it's safe here, why is the great god still patrolling outside the city? Is he leveling up by killing bosses? And suddenly everyone cheered, Look, the great god leveled up again! On the stone tablet, Deep Teal is now level 35. The group stared in shock. What? Level 35 already? Oh man, I remember yesterday the big boss was only level 31. That's insane. How many bosses did he kill to get there? While chatting, a meteor streaked by, startling them. What was that? It seems to be heading toward the city gate. Just as they guessed, the meteor shot straight to the city gate area. At that moment, Deep Teal had arrived at the gate of Windleaf City and witnessed the devastation, sighing, This is really tragic. He glanced around and spotted an unidentified level skeletal king boss. Deep Teal hesitated slightly. A level 100 lord boss. I might not be able to take it alone. But at the same time, on the city walls, the mages were in an uproar. My lord, the barrier at the gate is completely breached. The archers can't hold and the healers can't keep up. We're about to fall. One suggested, should we abandon the first line and retreat to the rear? Please give the order, my lord. Before he could respond, a lightning bolt struck from the sky. The group cheered joyfully. A divine powerhouse has stepped in. We're saved. Dorothy landed and questioned, Kid, you called me here in a hurry to kill this level 100 Lord boss. Deep Teo smiled brightly. Sister Dao, you're so smart. Find a way to get me close to that Lord boss. I have a plan to take it down. Dorothy frowned and warned, I wouldn't even say something like that. Kid, are you serious? Deep Teo smiled confidently. Absolutely serious, more real than pearls. Seeing his determination, Dorothy went along. Fine, if that's what you want, I'll get you there. I'll even buff you. But after getting buffed, Deep Teo didn't rush in. Instead, he negotiated, Sister Dao, you're a divine sorceress. How about you clear the path for me so I can face the Lord Boss head on? Dorothy sighed in resignation. All right, you win, kid. I'll clear the way for you. A lightning bolt struck down, taking out the bosses in front. Dorothy urged, Go now while you can. Deep Teo charged in, marveling, Sister Dao is incredible. At the same time, the mages below praised, Lady Dorothy, with you stepping in Windleaf City is surely saved. Dorothy didn't want to drag it out, snapping, Enough talk. Quickly move your people to the north side. Leave this to us. They agreed immediately. Yes, Lady Dorothy, we'll leave this to you. Suddenly, someone shouted, My lady, there's a level 30 beast tamer preparing to attack the Lord Boss. A mage scowled and ordered, Mind your own business, just follow Lady Dorothy's orders. Move everyone to the north side now. Yes. A moment later, Deep Teo approached the boss. But the size difference was huge, and Dorothy worriedly urged, Kid, it's up to you now. Imung panicked and yelled, You brat, if you die, don't drag me down. I won't come pick up your body. I won't come pick up your body. Deep Teo sweated and stubbornly replied, Relax, I've got this covered. Deep Teo's next moment was the hunting time. The boss spotted its target and swung its massive warhammer. Dorothy quickly put up a shield and shouted, Hey kid, make your move! Deep Teo still joked around, pulling out his medal. Don't worry, Sister Dao. Watch this closely. He held the brutal metal toward the boss. An energy-charged strike pierced the Skeletal King's body. System notification, instant kill attack successful. The Skeletal King shattered into pieces. Deep Teo joyfully laughed. It worked. Imung was stunned in disbelief. Did this kid really one-hit kill a Lord Boss? The global system announced Player.Teo from Great Shia has successfully defeated a level 100 Lord Boss. First kill of a level 100 Lord Boss achieved. Reputation points plus 1,000. Attribute points plus 200. Great Shia War Zone plus 1. Announcement ends. Congratulations, Player.Teo has reached level 40. The crowd was dumbfounded. Oh, where's the boss? It got one hit killed. No way a Lord Boss. Who could one hit kill it? One person exclaimed, Wait, the great god Teo just left the city. He must be the one killing bosses. That's terrifying. The great god is too strong. I wonder if he'd take me as a little brother. Boss, how about we join the great god Teo's side? The contrast in this Jack game is huge. One person sighed, I want to, but the great god Teo probably won't accept. I've decided to start a fan club and become the #1 fan of the great god Teo. At Diet Teo's spot, a series of items dropped with notifications. Shield of the God Ruler World Grade effects not yet identified. A Burning Stone grade unidentified. Flamestone grade unidentified. Star Caller's Staff World Grade effects not yet identified. No wonder it's a Lord Boss. Holding the staff. Deep Teo marveled. No wonder it's a Lord Boss. The drops are different. Imung climbed the bones and cheered, Old man, you found something good again, haven't you? He picked up an item and laughed. Old-timer, your luck is red hot. This is top-notch stuff. System description. Horn of the Storm. God damaged, divine artifact grade effects not yet identified. Diet Teo nodded in satisfaction. The harvest from this bizarre invasion is even richer than a legendary quest. Suddenly, the spatial rift opened. The group watched and cheered. The bizarre monsters have all retreated. Haha, we're alive. The bizarre invasion is over. We won. We're alive, really alive. Victory, we won. In the castle, a soldier entered and reported, City Lord, you're awake. The City Lord groaned wearily. Help me up. No matter what, we can't let the bizarre invade Windleaf City. The soldier recounted, My lord, since the bazaar retreated, an hour has passed. The city lord was startled. What? The soldier confirmed. It's true, sir. While you were unconscious, thanks to Lord Datio and Lord Dorothy, the weird ghosts were repelled. Now everywhere in the city is being repaired. The city lord, puzzled, repeated, Datio. Unexpectedly, besides Lord Dorothy, there's another talent who saved the city lord of Fong Diep. He ordered, arrange it. I want to meet Datio in person to express my gratitude. The soldier acknowledged, Yes, city lord, I'll arrange it right away. A moment later, Diep entered. The city lord came out to welcome him. The soldier reported, Gentlemen, please come in. The city lord and the duchess are waiting. The city lord said gratefully, Thank you for your noble help. He ordered, arrange it. I want to meet Dateo in person to express my gratitude. The soldier acknowledged, Yes, my lord, I'll arrange it right away. A moment later, Diep entered. The city lord came out to welcome him. The soldier announced, Gentlemen, please enter. The city lord and the duchess are waiting. System notification. Aaron's favorability +20. You've earned the respect and recognition of Windleaf City's lord. Receive the title Windleaf Friendship. Diep bowed humbly. It's nothing. Sister Dao is just overpraising me. But this bizarre invasion was as easy as pie. The city lord doesn't need to worry. Dorothy understood and said, City lord, if there's nothing else, I'll head back to the Supreme Temple to handle other matters. The city lord confirmed, That's right, Sophia. Most of Fong Diep City has been destroyed. The prosperous East District is now in ruins. The buildings that are still intact are mostly in the West District. I want to ask if you could sell some properties there. The intact buildings are mostly in the West District, because most of the properties in the West District are currently under your name, Diep. The city lord said in surprise, Oh, I didn't realize you're the owner of the West District. I don't know if you could transfer some of the properties. Diep smiled. About this, as long as the price is fair, it's easy to discuss. The city lord said excitedly, Oh man, you're going to make a fortune again, you rascal. The city lord said delightedly, Great, you name the price, and I'll have the Fong Diep Bank prepare the gold right away. Diep went with the flow. Since the city lord is so straightforward, I'll just keep a few big stores on the corner. I'll transfer the rest to you. The city lord thanked him profusely. Thank you, Datio. Sophia added, City lord, I need your assistance with something. Go ahead, ma'am. Sophia hesitated and said, The events in Fong Diep City I've reported to the royalty. The city lord was delighted. Great, name your price, and I'll have Windleaf Bank prepare the gold right away. Diep went with the flow. Since the city lord is so straightforward, I'll just keep a few big shops on the corner. The rest I'll transfer to you. The city lord thanked him repeatedly. Thank you, Datio. Sophia added, City lord, I have something I need your help with. The city lord replied, Go ahead, madam. Sophia hesitated and said, The events in Windleaf City I've reported to the royalty. With Datio's heroic performance, I believe everyone sees it clearly. I decide to petition the royalty to grant him a title. Diep was thrilled inside, thinking, Oh wow, there's even good news like this. Ai Meng was jealous and grumbled, You brat, you're in for some luck. The city lord agreed. I don't object. I fully support it. He thought to himself, who knew the noble duchess would like a young man like that? Is there something between them? Sophia was happy and turned. That's great. What do you think? Datio accepted right away, kissing Sophia's hand. Thank you, Sophia. I don't know how to thank you and the city lord. Sophia blushed. You've saved Windleaf City. This is what you deserve. At the same time in the real world, Qin Yanran's voice echoed, Chu Hong, answer me. Stop causing trouble or I'll get angry. Chu Hong, you absolutely can't die. You're a loser. You used up all my savings to buy gear and you couldn't even handle a bizarre creature. What am I supposed to do now? In panic, she remembered. That's right, I can still find Diep. Chu Hong is a loser. I misjudged him before. No, he lied to me. If not Diep and I wouldn't be like this. Now I get it. Diep is the best person to me in the world. Yes, I have to find him. Diep loves me so much. As long as I sincerely apologize, we'll get back together like before. This time, whatever he wants, I'll give it. As long as I bow my head, he'll come back. Diep. I'm coming. You can wait for me. In the game, the crowd decided, I've made up my mind. After logging in tomorrow, I'll move to Windleaf City right away. The other cities are too dangerous. Only the great god Dateo can protect us. I'm going too. Who's forming a team going together is safer. I'll pay for city transfer scrolls. We can negotiate the price. At Dieteo's spot, the crowd was bidding, I want to buy this house for 5,000 gold. I'll offer 10,000 gold. Sell it to me. Dieteo looked at the scene puzzled. How did so many people flock to Windleaf City all of a sudden? It's a bit late for training now. First I should get this gear forged. Yes. A moment later, Dieteo went to the identification NPC and hesitated. Dieteo, sir, you're here. He got straight to the point. I'm here to forge and identify some gear. The NPC was troubled and pointed to the rubble nearby. I'd love to help, but my shop is destroyed. Yes, Dieteo suggested. How about this? Come with me. I'll provide the forging table and identification tools. A moment later, Dieteo led the NPC to a house and invited him in. The NPC hesitated. Dieteo, sir, this place is... He whispered, just come in and see. Stepping in, the NPC's eyes lit up. Wow, Sir Dieteo, this is the top forging table. I didn't expect the West District to have such luxurious forging and identification tools. May I ask who owns this shop? Dieteo smiled and replied, If you agree, this shop will be yours. The profits can stay the same as before. It's my property. It's been closed for a while. You're just in time. The NPC was shocked and turned, Really, I'm honored. Many appraisers in Windleaf City are out of work. You hiring me like this, I'm truly grateful. Thank you, Sir Dieteo. Dieteo humbly responded, No need to be formal. The urgent thing now is to identify the gear. Can you make sure this one identifies successfully? The NPC hesitated. That requires a divine artifact for identification. Even with the best tools, I can't guarantee success on this divine artifact. Dieteo reassured and handed over the item. Just try. The NPC got to work. If you trust me that much, I'll do my best to try. But it failed the identification. The NPC sighed. As expected, even the identification spell couldn't hold. Dieteo was a bit disappointed and asked, Is it that hard? The NPC answered, Yes, no one's ever successfully identified a divine artifact. I'm ashamed I couldn't help you. Dieteo took out a few more items and suggested, That seems tough. First, let's identify these 3 epic gears. The NPC nodded. Okay, epic gear shouldn't be a problem. Yes. A moment later, Dieteo went to the City Lord's mansion and saw soldiers blocking someone. The City Lord is busy and won't see you. Please leave. Dieteo approached and asked, Is the City Lord here? The soldiers quickly responded, Sir Dieteo, the City Lord is inside working. Please come in. Dieteo nodded. Okay. Entering, Dieteo met the old City Lord. He was surprised. Oh, Dieteo, you suddenly visited. Is something up? Dieteo replied, I'll get straight to the point, City Lord. I want to find a lost race. System notification player. Great Xia Da-Han has passed the level 40 Abyss trial, becoming the first hero in history to achieve this. Rewards epic item heroic stone. Great Xia Warzone +1. Announcement ends. Players marveled. Great God Dieteo has passed the level 40 Abyss trial. That's amazing. But I wonder if leveling up slows down after level 40. Dieteo went back 15 minutes earlier at the level 40 Abyss trial. A massive monster swung its claw, and Dieteo immediately set up a defensive barrier as usual. Tuhoi took it down with one shot. Lao Ibi said, Good thing you have the money armor for protection, otherwise you'd be dead. Dieteo laughed. You're joking. Thanks to the Dragon God's blessing, Tuhoi's attributes skyrocketed. Dieteo checked the dropped items. Dieteo picked up a fragment. Another fragment. Now he had 4 fragments. How many more to complete it? At that moment, the old City Lord messaged Da-Han, Sir, please come to the mansion quickly. We have a lead on the information you requested. Dieteo was surprised. What the 7 lost races already have news. At the same time, in a certain forest, the group was excited. With their short stature, they must be the 7 lost races. We have to report to Great God Dieteo right away. Darn it, yes. Oh, we're rich. Don't run. I found them first. Great God Dieteo, wait for me. The dark gold gear and gold are mine. Yes. 20 minutes later, Dieteo returned to Windleaf City and met the old City Lord. Sir, is there really news about the 7 lost races? The City Lord nodded and signaled to the soldier. Yes, this person will tell you. The soldier stepped forward. Greetings, Sir Da-Han. In the dense forest outside the city, I saw a group of strange dwarves. I believe they are the 7 lost races you're looking for. Dieteo asked. Are you saying the dwarves are near Windleaf City? That close, are you sure? The soldier replied, absolutely sure. During the bizarre invasion, I accidentally ran into the forest to hide and found them. If not for you stopping the bazaar, I wouldn't have survived. Deep Teal waved it off. Don't mention it, take me there now. The soldier asked, do you need more troops? Deep Teal shook his head, no need, I'm enough alone. At the same time, outside Windleaf City, a group of dwarves appeared. 2 leaders wore armor and carried weapons. The rest were in loincloths. 2 players hid behind trees and whispered, I have to capture a dwarf alive and take him to Great God Datiel for the reward. Let's team up. The gold's for you, the dark gold for me. Deal, dream on. The leading dwarf overheard and threw his hammer dealing damage. The player laughed mockingly. 1 hammer for only 80 damage, that's weak. But the hammer exploded with lightning dealing 87,231 damage and killing both players. Nearby people were shocked. Darn, 1 hammer for over 80,000 damage. Are these even people? The dwarves are overpowered. A dwarf said, these darn humans always up to no good. Just looking at them is disgusting. Thoa said we shouldn't be in human territory. Rulin growled, I don't want to be stared at like a monkey. If not for the clan, I'd smash them. Thoa responded, be patient, Rulin, let's leave quickly. At that moment, the soldier led Deep Teal there. Sir, the dwarves are ahead. Deep Teal urged, speed up. The crowd murmured, look, Great God Datiel is here. This is going to be good. Did you see the dwarves' damage? It's insane. The soldier stopped. Sir, they're deep in the forest. Deep Teal ordered, go in, let me see their strength. The soldier warned, be careful. They're hot-tempered and deal massive damage. Deep Teal nodded, I know. The soldier hesitated. You said your task is done. I'll handle the rest. The soldier nodded. Yes, sir. Lao Ebby worried. You brat, you can't just walk in like that, can you? Deep Teal walked straight to the dwarf group. Rulin frowned. Who is that? This human mutt dares to approach. I'll smash him. Tho-O stopped him. Wait, Rulin, he looks familiar. Rulin looked closely and nodded, yeah. Tho-O suddenly, I don't want to fight anymore. Tho-O asked, do you smell that? It smells amazing, like a divine artifact, not just one. Rulin sniffed, yes, more than one divine artifact. Tho-O was stunned. Oh my god, this scent is strong even beyond divine artifacts. Rulin muttered, no, there's another smell like something I smelled a long time ago. Tho-O jumped. Oh my god, that's the scent of a god. Rulin realized, now that you say it, I remember. It's the breath of a god.